Nine-handed for a long time. I wonder how long we're gonna stay nine-handed here.
And looks like two ace kings, man. They're just gonna chop it up. I don't think Snappo is gonna go 2-8 when he sees a raise, an all-in, and another all-in in front of him.
Nikos, Texas. This is not like a super fist pump spot here with ace king, by the way. After a raise and a shove, I think we got to get it in, but we're probably folding ace queen. Like, we're probably going to fold ace queen, get in ace king, and there we go. We're on the way to Chop City. So, I mean, not necessarily. It's kind of, they have the same suits making up the ace kings here. Chop it up.
Just chop it. Bam. But I do think the ace king, you just got to go with it, especially because you covered this really short stack. So, you know, maybe he doubles up on you, but then, you know, you still got a lot of chips to go.
To this final table, he's picked up some chips. He's going to get a lot of respect. He just gets walked there in the big blind.
Yeah, right now I've been pretty impressed with Morbury's play.
Yeah.
I haven't seen some of these guys even play a hand, but you know, that's okay. Ace Jack, Noob just keeps getting some annoying spots, just forced to call off and paying off.
Good spot for Burp here to find a double up. Just got to fade a 9, and that's a really good flop for him. And Noob is having a bit of a rough go here. Not any massive pots, but just slow.
Oh, rough go.
Never
No,
mind.
he's not.
9-ball on the river, and we see our first blood.
This is a definite hand he's going to shove. There's no way he's letting this one go.
Yes, Snappo de Monte has waited for a big hand, and here it is. He's got just over 3 big blinds. He says goodbye, puts it in the middle, and SSR might feel like he has to call. Yeah, it's not much more, and it's a bad spot. Pair versus pair. He's looking for a 3 here. Most of the short stacks are cheering for a 3. They want the ladder, but it is a set of queens. Nice hand for Snappo de Morte. Now you can see so many short stacks. So many players are under that 10 big blind mark right now.
And Noob's got queen 10. I don't think Noob's going to let it go. And that's such a disaster. How does this always happen to Noob? Top pair, but your opponent flops bottom 2 pair.
Yeah, I mean, maybe the heart board saves him, but this is pretty sick. You know, sometimes poker, the cards just go against you. Noob keeps making good hands, but his opponents always somehow have a better hand. It's pretty sick.
Oh my god.
House! You raised with 6-3 spades, Nanonoko.
No.
Uh-oh.
And he's betting out his opponent. Oh, this is so bad. Noob needs a heart to save him some chips because he wants to get away from his hand somehow. Unless he can.
Ireland is crying in pain as their once young chip leader, Noob Sabat, and this is maybe an opportunity to get away from it. It's like, all right, I led. You know, it's just a really tough spot here. Let's see if he can find the fold. He does. Nice. Okay.
Morbury got a little greedy there with the 6-3. I would have loved to see just a smooth call for full house there because your opponent's stack size is still quite small. But you know, it's a small little misstep. It's not a big deal. You still won the chip. Still got 146. I can't believe Noob's got a 1-7 in front of the chip stack right now.
Lockdown Queen has gone all in as the short stack. 4 blinds for Queen 10. And I think Pythagoras is going to reshove here. It would be a flip, but look. Queen and 10 dead in the small blind, so 2-9's way ahead here, actually. All in. All the short stacks are praying for a ladder. It's looking good so far. Oh, picks up a gut shot. Our short stack player needs a Broadway card or a 10. And he cannot hit. Good game, good game. We're down to 7. What a score for Lockdown Queen. They came in.
But nicely done. And, you know, Nikos, it's time to calm down. Let the other guys bust now.
We got deuces on the button. It's good enough. Just a couple of big blinds here.
Knowing Noob, he's like, you know what? Noob's going to call me, but I haven't seen Noob win a hand yet. So 2 deuces is like 2 aces right now.
Yeah, he's not much more to call here. But at the same time, do you want to double up the short stack with Jack 9? Like, there's the call. It's a flip. Let's see if Noob can win it all in hand pre here. Let's see if he can do it. It's not looking good.
It's not happening.
Man, he's ice cold. Oh. He's ice cold. Counterfeit outs here, though. 5, 6, 9.
He could do it. He could do it. That's not it.
To 10.
Not surprised.
And man, some days it's just not your day. You gotta feel for Noob Savat how sick it's actually chip leader just rolling, man. This is the dream final table spot for him. Has he even lost a hand?
Ooh, Snapo and SSR going to war.
Yeah, SSR gonna take this, I imagine. 3 big blinds from ace-9 suited. And Snapple de Monte. He keeps blinding down, but he keeps finding these big hands at the right time. And there it is, the all-in.
Does Pythagoras just flip in 2 big blinds? Maybe. Why not? I don't know. I think it might be a right play.
It's only 4 more million or something. This is a weird but entertaining final table with these short stacks. It's a unique one for sure. Oh, he does call. Can we see a double knockout with 7-3 suited? What a flop for the ace-9 of spades. Oh!
And Snapo is gone.
Snapo de Morte. GG came in as the short stack, got some nice ladders, and ace.
100 million at one point, right? So, you know, if you wait a little bit of time, could be up there real soon. Ace deuce suited. What ace 4 for Noob? Is this a shove? I think it is.
Yeah, I think we got to take it. We have 4.5 big blinds. He's all in, essentially putting himself all in.
Now, what do you do with Jack 10 suited here?
Yeah, 4.5 bigs. He gets it in. Okay, Noob is slightly ahead, but it's almost it's Jack 10 suited's looking pretty good here if they can hit. Safe so far. Oh, sweaty turn card. Queen 7s jacks. The ace is safe though. The Irishman doubles up, stays alive. Back next Saturday to cover the main event. As we're watching this mini main event, final 5. Oh wow, takes the Queen Jack. Gonna get called. Is this it for Noob? He's behind, needs Queen or Jack. Ooh, what a flop.
Good flop.
Oh!
No, no.
A devastating turn card. And that is it. Good game to Noob. Oh, it was fun to watch them. It was hard not to cheer for them. Say that word. I'll say a different word. You have to be a beta. When you're in second place, you have to be a beta versus the chip leader. It's annoying. It's just it's just how it works.
Yeah, it is. Coco, yo, Coco La Hante, Coco Latina.
Oh goodness. Okay. All right, back to some normalcy. Back to some normalcy here. Oh, 8-9 with the peel.
It was a mid-bet, so good price.
Marbury has a third pair kind of hand here.
I think Pythagoras, if you throw out a bet, he wins his pot. Yeah, I think anything. I think you throw in 6 million, you still win this pot. I don't think he expects his opponent to float him with some 9 high flush draw.
There it is. Nice bet.
Nice.
Good call, Randy. Guys, we're down. The fact that GG does final tables like this. Ooh, wow. This is a cooler, 3-handed cooler alert. Ace Jack versus Kings. This is going in for sure.
Yeah. Wow. 6th spot for the family, man. SSR, how wonderful is this? Just gotta dodge the aces.
Definitely going to get called here by Pythagoras on the button. He's going to give it a little think, but surely it's a call. There it is, 61 million chips. Does not want to make a set. 5 outs to fade.
Nice.
And he is safe. Double up for the family, man. And I'll tell you what, Morbury, there's somebody said for getting heads up, but he doesn't mind this either. This spreads out the chips a little bit, and it allows him, if SSRM would check one more time,
nice.
Oh, he's gonna get debated here. I bet you the 8-6 is gonna fire. Small size.
like it. Like, you just ship it out with 2 aces.
Really close between
I think
calling
it's
or
fine. I think it's fine though because Amorbri's kind of been like that one and done type player so far. Maybe this is the bait. The spade on the river, you're like, okay, maybe I can represent those spades. It does kind of seem like SSR has like a 10-9 suited or something that they can't really call a river shove. Wow, nice.
There it is. Goes for it, gets snapped. Very well played from SSR. Beautiful slow play with the pocket aces. Just calls pre, check calls.
He shoved that Jack 9 to 19 million.
Oh, he's taking this. He's gonna take this.
Yes, most definitely. Oh, and you're gonna get up against Amorbri instead of Pythagoras.
The 9-4 couldn't help itself. Now he's got to call off for 6 more million. Ace 10 is ahead, but not dominating the 9-4. SSR sweating the river, fading 5s, 9s, and 4s. Oh, it's a deuce. And the three-handed match continues. He's really leaning on these 2 short stacks nicely.
Okay, what
this could be something here.
I mean, I know that Ace 9 is a call, but will SSR call? It's a lot of chips, right? But it's usually the best hand here. Nice.
Snaps it in. Big flip here. Big flip. 4s versus Ace 9. It's a good start for the 4s. SSR needs an ace, a 9, or an 8. Family man to get heads up.
Did not do it.
Big flip to lose there for SSR, but 70 million chips.
You sweat it out to the end just in case it changes to an ace or something.
And we remain three-handed.
As the end of Amorbri. This is the noob Cybot time coming up. He's gonna lose every single hand from here. This is the end. Pythagoras gonna get likely double up 126 million.
Wow, if Amorbri can hit here, the tournament is essentially over, but there's just a queen on the flop. Needs an ace or a queen. What a turn of events here. Needs an ace or a queen, and it is neither. So Pythagoras, via the cooler, finds a double up. And we got a poker match, Randy.
Yes, this is like the hand of bold, slowly creeping up.
Take it. So there was a chance that Amorbri was going to run away with this thing, but it looks like he has a foe in Pythagoras here. There's the rip with Jack 7. E9 suited.
Throw it in, be like, let's just end him now.
There's the call. Oh, bad flop for the Jack 7. Needs to hit here or we are heads up. Could be. No. GG to the family man. SSR. What a run. Third play. Omaha. This would be a chop, but we are not. We're playing 10. He does decide to let it go. It's a nice fold.
Kevin in the 6-5. Amorbri just ship that play.
Nice fold. Nice. And Amorbri with a couple nice hands gets this. Here we go. Back and forth once again, guys. Was discovered by Bap. This is a bit of a mini cooler heads up here because
I'm still feeling out Amorbri. He looks like he's gonna fold. Nice fold.
Wow. Who's playing better? I think Amorbri is playing. I think it's just
oh my god.
Oh,
why did you release that information to curse Pythagorean? The Babylonians laughing now, right? Some from 1,000 years ago.
This is another sick little heads up cooler, kind of similar to the previous hand.
Chance Ace 10 is worthy of a 3-bet all in now because you see the guy 3-bet you twice. You folded Ace 9, so you're like, I got a little bit better hand. I got less chips. Maybe I just go for it. I would have folded.
There it is.
Oh my god. This is it.
This could be it for the Battle of Malta Mini Main Championship. Ace Queen is ahead and holding. Needs to fade a 10 and we have a champion.
Is it done? It's done.
It's all over, Randy. GG. It is all over. Good game. What a battle. Amorbri is our champion. Congratulations. Outlasts over 30,000 players and wins 145,000. Good afternoon. We've made it. It's time. Hello. Good afternoon and welcome to a very fun show here today. The Battle of Malta main event. We've made it. Randy, how are you doing today?
Doing good. I love that little statistic. I don't know if you saw it. It said all-time money cash is 1.6 million for Nanonoko, 300,000 for Kevin Martin. You know, like
Wait. I didn't see that.
You didn't see it? You missed it?
We don't.
A little graphic came up. I loved it. This is a good start already.
We don't need to draw any more attention to that, okay? All right, Randy, your ego is large enough. You're a successful poker. Anyway, we're burying the lead here. Welcome, everybody. Good to see you. My name is Kevin Martin. I'm with my fellow co-caster, the 24 tabling legend, Randy and Nanonoko Lou, and we've gathered today for a fun show. Neither of us are playing, but some legends are. We got a very fun final table. It's time. It's the Battle of Malta main event final table. I've been looking forward to today for a long time because there's some familiar names at the final table. Set the stage here, Randy. How excited are you for this?
I'm super excited. You know, usually you don't really see such familiar faces in a field size this large, right? We got a fellow GG squad guy in there, and we got a main event final tablist in there. So this is very cool to see. You know, we've upped the production a lot too. The graphics are super sharp. Last one was pretty fun too. Like the last few streams with you, Kevin. Of course, it's fun doing it with you, but just the play's been interesting. You know, like with some unknown players, but they've been big, exciting, doing some cool hands and some cool dynamics where there's some guys trying to outlast each other. It's just a very fun tournament. It's cool to see the Battle of Malta has shifted to this online scene. GG has done it, and here we are again for a big prize.
Yeah, of course, the Battle of Malta is a live series in Europe. Of course, couldn't happen this year. Live poker is very low on the list of priorities in the world right now. It's moved online in a very successful series. The main event was 3 million guaranteed. It smashed it up to 4.5 million in the prize pool. So every guarantee was smashed. Very successful series. And again, we're about to crown a champion today. Well, let's recap some of the previous scores because a lot of money has been handed out during this very successful online series. Look at this. Must be nice. Look at these juicy scores. You can see the Russian player, Anatol Filatov, a very well-known Russian player. He won the high roller for 65K. You see some side events there as well. And there's a Canadian winning 22K, 10 egg guy in the Battle of Malta event number 12. So yeah, it's drawing to a close. We wrap it up here today with the big one, the main event. And let's look at today's tournament information. The main event, Randy. You play to win the main event. This is the one that matters. 9 players remain here. The buy-in was $550. And look at those entries, 8,789. And we are down to 9. You can see the prize pool there was 3 million guaranteed. Absolutely smashed. Almost 4.6 million. My goodness, it's going to be really fun. And as you mentioned, we have a fellow GG squad member. This is a good friend of mine, longtime streamer Patrick Egyptian has made the final table. And yeah, actually, we got a little interview from him. We got some pre-game prep, you know, what his mentality is all about heading into this final table. So let's go listen to IR Egyptian and how he's feeling before his big moment in the sun.
As a tournament player, you sometimes get opportunities to eclipse greatness and submit your legacy among the poker world. All the hours of study and playtime bring you to these career-defining moments. Today, I'm ready to battle for my legacy. Here it is, day 2 with that biggie boy stack. 20% of our day 2 has been sold to 27 different people. Exciting. He could still be tanking like ace queen here though. That's a very likely scenario. Okay, we need to see ace queen here. We need to see ace queen from our opponent right here. Tens. Oh my god, live cards, come on. Oh baby. Oh Jesus. Oh Jesus. Club is both. Oh! Still ahead on the flop. Gotta fade kings. 3 cards. Red. 6. Boom.
Call.
Alright, we got a raise call here. Need it just one time. Oh no, we need an 8. We're running spades. Jack or an 8, otherwise we are a recipient of our first lost pot in a while. Oh, if he peeled it slow, we would have thought it might have been an 8, but it was a 3. He ripped it. He would have given us some serious pain if he had ripped it fast. Please don't have pocket 8s or pocket 6s.
Bet. Fold.
Yes. Multi-way here, huh? Really? Let's go to the last card.
Bet. Call.
Oh, we got that. Maybe some ace queens. He has 3s.
Bet. Call.
I guess he has cases. Sometimes kings. I think as played, we just need to send it. I think queen 10 isn't unlikely. I don't think 8s is unlikely. I don't think 10s is unlikely. And how often do I actually get worse to call here? Does queen jack ever actually want to call here? What plus does he have? No worse calls here. Queen jack doesn't. Queen jack might not call.
Check.
I might be leveling myself here to check, but
All in.
I think we might be going home here. I mean, I guess he still has like 3s and deuces. He doesn't cut off.
Call.
Oh, fucking shimmy on that ass. Oh, fuck me. That's an OMG moment. Oh my goodness.
Bet. Call. Check. Bet. Call. Check.
I mean, he's got king jack. He has the one combo, 6s.
Bet. Call.
Oh my fucking god. Oh my fucking god. Oh my god. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Now we gotta deep run this thing. That's the thing.
Bet. Call. Check. All in. Fold.
Okay.
Check. Check.
Okay. Okay.
Bet. Fold.
That's a river. It's a fucking river. Woo! Shit! Oh, fuck. I failed to see myself getting
Bet.
check raised here and
Fold.
not him just like having it. That's such a big pot, despite it being first worth so little in terms of big blinds. Gonna have to send it here on Super Killer. He's on fumes. He might make some calls that he might not have made off a couple big blinds more.
Raise. All in.
Oh, this is it. Queen 8. Oh, come on, hold. Gotta fade aces and 7s. It's red! Yes! Oh, it's fucking red. Oh my god, let's go! Oh, that's the fucking sexiest red I've ever seen in my life. We've done it. That's a final table, ladies and gentlemen. That's a Battle of Malta main event final table. My name is Patrick Tardif. I go by the online alias Egyptian. I'm originally born and raised in Regina, Saskatchewan, but mostly hail from London, Ontario. Live in the Toronto area representing the 6, and I am on the final table of the Battle of Malta main event. Winning the Battle of Malta main event would be huge for me. I think it would be... I've had a lot of career-defining moments, a lot of incredible successes, but I think winning something as prestigious and with as big of a field, as large of a first prize, winning something like this will really cement myself among some of the elite and sort of really announce that, like, I'm here and I'm ready to battle. Joseph Chung, WSOP final tableist. I don't really need to say too much about him. He's been in the game for a while. The last decade he's been battling and very competitive. He's been one of the best. Hornet is a very strong Polish regular, comes from a top Polish crew. He's got a strong chip lead. He's going to be someone that I've got experience with, but it's going to be interesting. Troy, he's a North American reg that battles as well, pretty active. Somebody I see battling in the 500s, thousands and above. Zvir, you know, the Croatian flag wearer. He's somebody that I play against in the mornings every day. Yeah, the lineup looks great. I'm excited. I think it's going to make for a great final table, and I look forward to seeing what comes of it. Idealistically, you'd probably want to take, you know, one of the weaker players. You'd want to, you know, who's the worst person? Yeah, let's play that guy, because, you know, we're playing for 636,000, give or take. But in terms of, you know, maybe earning it and getting a little bit more prestige with it, you know, some of the nosebleed regulars like Joseph Chung or Fabricio would be fun ones to battle against. I'm ready and willing to battle whoever ends up making it there with me. I think it'd be, you know, I've historically said, you know, the money's scorekeeping. But I'm gonna be honest, over 600,000 first. the money might mean the most to me at this point. But for me, I mean, winning the title, winning a tournament of this stage, it's massive. I'm ready to battle with the best, and, you know, people will be looking out for me going forward. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe. I think that's what the YouTube guys say. Take care, guys. See you Saturday.
There you go. The young lad is ready to go. And my goodness, what a year has been for Patrick Egyptian. I remember when he was starting his poker journey 4 years ago. I tweeted this today. Randy, 4 years ago, Egyptian started. His biggest buy-in was the $44 knockout tournament. That was the top of his buy-ins. That's all he would play. And the progression he's made, how fast he's improved. He had a massive final table. He final tabled the Venom earlier with $1 million for first. That one when he got 7th or 8th, I can't really remember. But this is another big spot to define his upcoming career.
So he's a more successful Kevin Martin.
Yes. Yes, slightly less handsome, better at poker, Kevin Martin. And here's the rest of the competitors. Of course, Egyptian is there. Let's go around the table and introduce everybody. What a final table we have here today. Coming in with the chip lead, we got Hornet. Look at him, 52 big blinds. Very intimidating Hornet there. Hornets are a very scary creature. They can sting you and hurt you, and very intimidating. And this chip lead is intimidating. Hornets coming in with the chip lead in that large average buy-in. You can see $171 there. Very successful regular, lots of cashes, 363,000 on the GGPoker network. You can see some other good results. He's coming in with the chip lead. What do you expect from Hornet here at this final table, Randy?
I mean, you heard Egyptian say some of the guys he's scared of at the final table will be Hornet. Hornet is a regular in the games. He's coming in with a bunch of chips. You know, Egyptian comes in about 3rd place, I believe, and Hornet, he's got more than double his stack, so I think he's going to want to kind of try to stay out of his way, let Hornet do some damage when all those short stacks are still out there.
Yeah, Hornet, big boy chip lead. It's going to be very interesting to see how they handle it. Let's actually look at some of their previous hands. How did they get this chip lead at this pretty historic final table?
Call.
Here you can see our current chip leader. Didn't have the chip lead at this point of the tournament. It's pretty deep. Has the 10 deuce offsuit, the Doyle Brunson here in the big blind.
Check.
Flops the open-ended
Check.
straight draw. Wait, how did
He's
he
up
win
against
this
some
hand?
Good, yeah, I know. How do you see a
look.
flop, and how did he win this hand?
Look at it. You got the king 6 of clubs. You got the ace 9 of clubs. Oh, that's how. Just peels the stone nuts on the turn.
Call.
Goes for a lead.
Bet.
Oh, and look at that. Really cute.
Call.
2 big blind bet on the river. Gets paid off by 1 pair. That's cute. I like that. And that is how they got those chips. One more hand here. How did our Polish player
Raise.
get these
Fold.
chips? And here he is on the
Fold.
button with ace
All
king.
in.
Gets it in.
Fold.
Not dominating the jack 9
All in.
suited, but ahead. These are some big equity pots deep in a tournament like this. And there you go. What? It's not over yet. He's got to fade the 10. But assuming we know the future, he has the chip lead. I assume he does. And there you go. So one to watch. Hornet coming in with 62 big blinds. Clear ahead of the other stacks in the event. Will the 600K up top be theirs? Well, Trider, our player from the Russia Federation, has something to say about that. Bit of a less experienced player. You can see his average buy-in a little bit smaller there, $47. We had some questions to ask Trider. Big final table for them. They're coming in with 2nd in chips. He said, what does this mean to you? He said, this would mean a lot to me. I've never had such a high-level final table before. I would like to play. And look at this. I like this. Who would you like to play heads up? Trider says, give me the best. I would like to play the most professional player at the table. He says, bring on the best. A lot of people would want the softer spot. Maybe the amateur, but not Trider.
I mean, Trider does say at least 6 of my opponents are more experienced than me. Well, there's 2 guys out there, that are less experienced and potentially, but it's a very humble guy. You can see he's put in his work, and we know this is big. This is huge for anyone to win the Battle of Malta main event. And thank you to Trider for answering our questions there. Interview questions.
Trider coming in with that 2nd place stack. Let's check out some of his previous hands and how did he get to this historic final table.
Fold.
You can see Joseph Chung on the
All
button there.
in.
He's at our final table. Egyptian there. He's at our final table. And here's the Trider. The very shovable 9-10 of hearts.
All in.
Going to get looked up by Alex. This is one of the spots where you're slightly ahead with ace deuce, but you feel like you're never going to win because the 9-10 is just so much more aesthetically pleasing to the eyes. And sure enough, trip 9s on the turn. Got to run good in these big spots deep in tournaments. And Trider takes down that massive hand. It's going to be interesting to see how Trider plays because he's coming in with 44 big blinds, quite a bit less than the chip leader. So does he try to stay out of the way? It's going to be a really interesting dynamic. And here Trider is with the ace-10, checks the flop. A little tricky.
Call.
And he does get a turn value bet in. The jack high flush draw breaks.
Call.
And look at that, a cute little value bet on the river as well. Paid off by the deuce. So the flop check there, Randy. Paid dividends on later streets.
Super confused his opponent because most guys, they check call for pair, right? And they get another bet on the turn. They're like, okay, I'm out. But the check on the flop actually got his opponent to pay off 2 streets with just a pair of deuces, which is it's a lot. And it's funny because we're watching that highlight reel of Egyptian, and we see this Trider highlight. It almost looked like a highlight reel of how Alex Papazian lost all of his chips. Because all I saw was him getting beat up throughout this whole last 15 minutes so far.
Poor Alex. Yeah, I mean, someone's highlights in poker or somebody's lowlights. All right, let's go to our 3rd place stack, and that is our GG squad member, Egyptian. What a cutie, hailing from the Great White North, Canada. Here we go, average buy-in of 126. Very successful crusher. It's been fun to follow his poker journey. We had that fun interview with him. He is going to be streaming this final table as well, and we can see. I mean, he's not one to He's admitted that he is sun running this series, absolutely running really good in spots, but he's playing with a lot of confidence. It's a beautiful combination. It'll be fun to see if he can win the 600,000. I mean, are we going to get some more highlights from Patrick here? I think we just watched all of them, but yeah, let's watch some more. Can't get enough too many Egyptian highlights. Here he is with the king queen, raises. Oh, I believe this is.
I know what happens in this hand, man. This is. I bet you he bets that flop, bets that turn, and in that river he just like, I just checked, and maybe his opponent just put all the chips in.
Check.
There we go. It's a fast one because we've seen it already. There's the all-in with the ace-5. Nice check on the river by Egyptian, using the king-queen as a bluff catcher, getting the ace-5 to shove. And that is a massive 4 million chip pot deep in day 2. Let's check out one more. Oh my goodness. Patrick shoves the jack 3. Talk about sun running. My goodness, gets it in very dead here. Turns the backdoor spades. Jack 10's got to be loving life, but ooh, the spade for 3 million chips. Hey, sometimes it's good to be lucky. It's good to be lucky and good, and Patrick is both. So that is how our GG squad member made the final table. Good luck to him today. Let's go to our 4th place stack here, coming in with 20 big blinds. Another reg here, Sferi from Croatia. There's a lot of crushers in Croatia, Randy.
That's true. You know, I believe the Egyptian did say this is also a reg that he plays with pretty often. So he, you know, like Egyptian's pretty familiar with these guys. It's not like he just got to his final table, hasn't seen any of these guys play. He's been playing with them for hours before, and you know, he plays with some of these guys in some of the side events. I'm sure Egyptian played every single one of those Battle of Malta side events, these guys as well. So, you know, like you said, there's a lot of good players from Croatia. There's a lot, man. It seems to be good players everywhere these days, but Croatia does have some strong players for sure.
You can see some really good results there. The Zodiac Millions first place, the Bounty Hunter Special first place, 3rd in the 84. You can see that high average buy-in of $88, and then you got a lot of cash, is 152K. So this player's coming in with 20 big blinds. Going to be one to watch. Let's check out some previous hands. I mean, this final table is savage. Over 8,000 entrants entered, and you're down to the final 9. It's very impressive to make a final table like this. And here we see a blind on blind spot versus fellow GG member influencer, Jessica. Jessica, I battle with Jessica all the time, and here she is the bad end of a flush draw. So Jessica went deep in this event. Oh no, Randy, does the diamond hit here? Does the diamond? Oh, it does.
All in.
Oh, close your eyes if you're a Jessica fan. She's going to stack off there. Of course, the second nuts versus the stone nuts. I mean, that hand plays itself on the river, a cruel river card. Nice hand for our final tablist. It's very, oh my goodness, how does he win this one? Ace,
oh my
king,
God.
Ace king.
All in.
This is for tournament life.
For 18 million chips.
Oh, what a flop.
This is very deep in the event. He has straight draws. He has flush draws. And that's a fun way to get
draws.
there. Jack of hearts. Wow, what a spot. Cracks both the ace kings. Basically a double knockout. I mean, that's how you make these big final tables. It's very good regular with 20 big blinds. Going to be one to watch for sure. I'm so excited for this final table. I had it marked on my calendar, especially when Egyptian made the final table. We've been covering all these Battle of Malta events, but the main event just has a special ring to it. And let's get introduced to our 5th place player. Oh, I love this guy. Oh, never mind. Excuse me. I misspoke. We're getting ahead of the game. Some dumb gay. 20
Some
big
guy.
blinds.
Come on. Can't you read that? Some
Isn't
dumb guy.
Isn't that the European pronunciation? Some dumb gay?
Maybe.
Okay, some dumb guy. We'll go with that. From Costa Rica. From Costa Rica. Large average buy-in, $346. You can see his GGPoker winnings there, 180K, some really good results. Pretty high stakes player from Costa Rica, bringing in 20 big blinds. There's a couple stacks around these 20 big blind stacks. Are they going to go for it? You know, it's 600K up top, but there's a lot of ladders at this big final table. It's going to be really interesting to follow. He's got the suit and armor there, ready for the Battle of Malta. Let's check out some previous hands here.
Raise.
Some dumb
Fold.
guy.
Fold. Fold. Call.
Raises the
Check.
ace too suited.
Bet. Call.
Wow, these hands are in hyper speed, man. We're ripping through these things. Holy moly, they're fast.
Fold.
Wow, that was
Oh, sick fold too.
oh, that was a 7-second poker hand.
Fold.
Here we go. Our heroes in the big blind.
Call.
King, queen shoves. Didn't get the call from threes. Big flip here. Safe so far. And our Costa Rica player. Big flip there. So some dumb guy coming in 5th place. His biggest previous cash, 18,000. I mean, people are going to be breaking records today when it comes to their biggest cashes. I'm looking at their biggest cashes. There's some big ones, but this is going to break the barrier for a lot of these players, and especially our next player. Our next player, you got to cheer for people like this. There's a piece of your heart. JJ is back. Look at this guy. Brand new GGPoker account, average buy-in of $50. His previous biggest cash, only $700. And he's going to smash through the stratosphere with today's final table. 600K up top. You can see his previous results, not too much to be excited about, but JJ is back, is very excited for this final table. He's coming with 18 big blinds. What do you expect from our man from San Marino, Randy?
I mean, usually when you don't normally play this big tournaments, and then you play the main event, and you reach one of these final tables, and you're like, wow, this score is huge. Usually you try to ladder it up a little bit, right? Yeah, there's not too many with people with less chips in. There are like 2 guys that have very shallow stacks. I expect them to wait it out a bit, and I think that's the right play, especially when these each pay jump is like winning a tournament for you. Yeah, that's my expectation tonight.
Yeah, JJ is back. Also had a pretty deep run in the mini main for the Battle of Malta. We covered that tournament last Saturday, so it's been a good series for him, and I'm very excited to see. I like we have some known pros, and then we have a bit of an unknown entity here. You know, sometimes this player could be reckless. A lot of the times they're going to be cautious. So good luck to JJ is back from San Marino. Let's check out their previous hands. By the way, Randy, if I gave you a map and told you to tell me where San Marino is, could you tell me?
Oh my god, I don't even know if it's an island or, you know, part of a main continent. I have no idea.
Some sort of desert somewhere. I have no idea either. Where is San Marino? Here we go. JJ is back. Another classic flip here. Ooh, flops is set. It has to hold versus the straight draw. That's good luck to emoji on the turn that just one time. I feel like that increases your equity. Big flip for JJ is back. Here's another hand that helped our hero. He's there on the button. Oh, look at this. 10 big blinds and ace king.
This is an easy one. When you have all the diamonds and 9 is dead.
Fold.
Oh, the 10s is out.
Yeah, he gets the 10s to fold because of the 9-8 suited 3-bet. So he gets it in pretty good here, and that's a great flop. You could probably start celebrating on that one with 98%. And there you go. Timely pickup with ace king and 10 big blinds. You like to see that. JJ is back. 18 big blinds at our final table. And now we're getting into the short stacks. And the short stacks are also a really interesting story to follow at these final tables because, you know, there's ladders. Are they really going to go for it? How tight are they going to play? Our first real short stack is Eureka! Exclamation mark, exclamation mark. High stakes regular. You can see an average buy-in of $500. Randy, that's pretty high stakes. Have you ever gone up that big?
I mean, I have played some big tournaments before, but you know, you say the short stacks want to ladder up normally, right? But this guy's from Brazil, so you know anything can happen. They already still think they're gonna ship the tournament. It wouldn't be surprised this guy just goes for it, or you know, if he gets a little bit of stack, just keeps raising and just jamming. That's how normally I see Brazilian player play.
Yeah, there's a stereotype in poker that Brazilian players are wild, and I'll tell you what, it's true. It's a stereotype for a reason. They're nuts, man. They're always getting in with marginal holdings. They play really strong, powerful poker. Good luck to Eureka. You can see 300K in cashes. Largest winnings 14K. So this guy's a pretty high stakes grinder. And let's check out some of his highlights. How did he make it to the final table?
Raise. Fold. All in. All
Here he
in.
is on the button. Oh, he's pretty short at this stage. Gets it in bad with King Queen. Wow, it's not looking good at all. He must find the miracle. Oh my goodness, for his tournament life. The 3-outer. There it is. Tournament poker is so sick. He has 7% chance to stay alive, hits it, and now he's at the final table playing for $600,000. What a spike on the river for our Brazilian player.
Fold. Raise.
You can see here he finds the ace king.
All in. All in.
A classic,
huge
Randy. Huge pot indeed. And the ace of hearts, a dagger in the heart of our Chinese player there with the 2 queens. Winner. So quite a spin up. You can see they were pretty short there. They got it in bad. They spiked the river. Now they're at the final table. Tournament poker is wild. Good luck to our Brazilian player, Eureka. He's coming in with 7th place in chips. It's going to be interesting to follow his journey here at the final table. Randy, you can just hear me smiling through the camera. I've been looking forward to this one for a while. A lot of money, familiar names. And speaking of familiar names, we got one of the live poker OGs, one of the originals. We got Mr. Joseph Chong with 8 big blinds. Here he is. Very successful online player as well, even though I'd say Joseph Chong is probably more known for his live poker prowess. Do you have any experience playing with Joseph?
I do not. I mean, maybe very little, but I have experience from watching the ESPN main event final table when he blasted off the ace-7 offsuit into the 2 queens of Jonathan Duhamel. And yeah, that's the reason why Joseph Chong is not the main event winner. He did dust off almost all his chips. But
I remember that. I mean, he also has a very. You remember the aces versus 7-5 suited hand? One of the worst bad beats, ever captured in poker history belonged to Joseph Chong. You can see he has a very high average buy-in, $477, 1.7 million in cashes. And I love these interview questions. Look at this. What would it mean for you to win the Battle of Malta final table? Aside from 600K, it would be my largest online score. It'd be nice to be one of the guys with a big 6-figure score because I'm more of a live donk.
Yeah, and he was like, he's just straight. He keeps it small, nice and sweet, right? I want to play whoever the amateur is, heads up. He's like, I think maybe go to church, anticipation of his final table. And we even asked him at the very end. We're like, Daniel, D Negs or Doug? He's just like, Doug.
Doug, 4 letters, D-O-U-G, period. Not a man of long sentences. I like the, what would the money mean to you? He's going to buy a Tesla. Come on, Joseph. I know your net worth. You could buy a Tesla with regardless of this result. But of course, the 600K would help out immensely. Joseph Chong has 8 big blinds, so he's the short stack. He says, how do you prepare for the final table? I'm going to go to church because he's got the short stack. All right, Joseph, good luck. One to watch, one of the most familiar names at this final table. He's coming in with 8 big blinds. And let's check out the tournament short stack in 9th place, but you got a chip in a chair. You're at the final table. Excuse me, I'm getting ahead of the game. We got to show the Joseph Chong highlight videos here before we get carried away. Here he is with 210 min raising from under the gun.
Check.
Oh, nice flop.
Oh, middle set. You gotta like that.
Bet.
Oh, turns the quads.
All in. All in.
And gets his opponent to bluff shove. The quad 10s are good. Easy life. The self-proclaimed live donk gets a full double there with the quads deep in the tournament.
Fold.
Oh,
Look
man,
at
this is
this.
a big pot.
Gets in the ace-10 versus the queens for 20 million chips. Hello, top 2 pair. Randy, do you ever get hit with a little tinge of jealousy when you see some of these guys win these massive all-ins deep in tournaments?
Oh, for sure. Now, it makes me want to play too, right? And after we do the commentary today, I'm going to be like super itched up to play, man. This is cool to see one of these main event live final tablets, Joseph Chong, to be here. He's very, what's the funny thing about Joseph Chong? He always tweets during the World Series of Poker, someone always asks him if he's Nanonoko. He does it like every single year. Like,
That's
so
amazing.
people confuse him all the time.
That's amazing. You're good, Randy, but you're no Joseph Chung, okay? All right, let's get to their final table, short stack, 9th place position, coming in with 7 big blinds. They're looking to spin it up here. Wow, probably our most experienced player, average buy-in of $1,200. My goodness, high stakes regular to say the least. GGPoker winnings of 6.2 million, an absolute crusher. You know who I am. Do you know who I am, Randy?
Yeah, I think I know who he is, but you know, I'm not 100% sure. But the guy's from Uruguay. This guy's 6 million in earnings. He's probably the best player at this final table, but he's got the shortest stack, so it doesn't matter how good you are, because when you're the shortest stack, you pretty much play the same as everyone. If he can run up a stack, he's going to put on a clinic on everyone today. But he's a little bit too far right now, right? Like the chip leader probably has more than 6-7x's stack. But he's got the experience, he's got the aggression, he's from Uruguay. There's a guy very aggressive from there. Let's see what he's made of today.
Yeah, these short stacks got to get lucky. They got to pick up a hand, get involved. You know who I am. Let's check out their highlights. How did they squeak their way to this epic final table?
Raise.
Here he is on the button. Ooh, previously a
Raise.
pretty big stack here.
Fold. Call.
Ooh, 3 bets the ace king.
Check.
Queen 10 peels and flops 2
Check.
pair.
Bet. Call. Check.
Wow.
The backdoor hearts.
Bet.
How does he win this hand? Queen
Fold.
10.
Nice.
Oh, nice bluff. The board did get pretty scary. Makes his opponent fold.
Raise.
Top 2. Sick hand there with the ace king.
Fold.
Yeah, and usually in our highlight reels, we've been showing some all-ins, but we're showing what this guy's made of. You know who I am. He's bluffing you. But here he's probably got such a bad image, right? He probably gets a lot of action with these 2 jacks against the 2 sevens on this board, because 2 sevens is looking a little weak as this board develops.
Check. Bet.
Oh, the tricky turn check.
Call.
Oh man, does 2 sevens pay off? Wow.
Nice value bet on the river. Okay, so you know who I am. Has some tricks. Again, he's limited with his short stack, but a very tricky, high-skilled player. We'd like to see them run it up. All right, those are your 9 players. It is set. Remember, over 8,000 people started this epic tournament. We are down to 9. I'm so excited to get the cards in the air. It's coming up shortly. There are your 9 players, Randy. And here we are. Cards in the air in just a couple minutes. You can see right below me here. Oh, we're back in the Flame City, Randy. You got the flames roasting you.
Yeah. It's a little hot. It's summer here in Australia. It makes a lot of sense. I mean, I'm just wearing just a t-shirt out here. But we're underway in 6 minutes as these guys start to fill in their seats. But you can see Egyptian's already ready. He's probably already got his stream going and trying to hype himself up.
Couple other players sitting. Oh, look at that. 3 players sitting out with 6 minutes to go. You think you'd be sitting in and getting ready, but they're chilling. Right below me, you can see the payouts. You can see first place over $600,000. And also on the line here today, I don't know the official record, but confirmed by Egyptian's tweet today, if Egyptian wins this tournament live on Twitch, he has the all-time biggest score in Twitch poker history. Biggest score ever streamed on Twitch on the line today. If you guys are enjoying our channel, you can probably load up his as well. I believe he's live streaming the event. Probably going to get spoiled, so if you're going to remain spoiler free, just stay here. But you can see the payouts right below me. A lot of money up top, over $600,000. Second place, 400K plus. Oh my goodness, there's a lot of money on the line. Do you think Randy, how much are the short stacks going to go for it right at the start of this tournament?
Well, the pay jump is very large, right? It's what, like 10 to 15K or something for the first pay. That's big, right? That's 30 buy-ins, you know, like you win tournaments for 30 buy-ins total. So I'm not too sure how much they're going to go for it. But the thing is, I believe if there's someone that is our shortest stack, you knew who I am. I think he's not looking at the pay jumps right now. I think he's thinking, how can I build a stack? Maybe there's some inexperienced players at this final table. You know, he wants to put himself in a position to be able to play with him with some stacks, because he can do some damage. But you know, and the thing is, Joseph Chung, right? If he's 5-bet punting A7 off in the WSOP main event, you know, he's probably gonna go for it too. I mean, unless he wants to try to get a couple pay jumps to pay for that Tesla, which he already can afford clearly. It's gonna be interesting because the two shortest stacks are probably the most aggressive players at this final table today. It'll be quite interesting.
Hopefully Joseph Chung is not watching the broadcast, because you've needled him twice now about his A7 hand. I remember that hand from the WSB final table where he 5-bet shoved the A7 into 2 queens, but Joseph Chung, obviously a killer. I actually played live poker with him one time. He was very nice, very cordial. I was talking about some hands with him. It was a really nice experience back when live poker was the thing, you know, before 2020. You can see Egyptians talking. Everyone's very cordial. Everyone's having some fun. You can see, of course, there. I watched a video of a Hornet beat. Oh, I can't see the full video there. Hornet with that big stack, man. I'm telling you, Hornet is very intimidating with that big stack. And also that image, dude. I've always had a slight fear of bees and hornets. Anything that can sting you, it's kind of made me uncomfortable. And that close-up shot of that Hornet is very intimidating.
And it's like high resolution and everything, like big eyes. Like he could pick a Hornet with, you know, very small one. You feel a little nice, but he's trying to put the maximum intimidation on today. And you can see, I'm looking around the table. Trader, it looks like, I wouldn't be surprised. That's like a caricature of himself, I assume, playing. Unless this is some poker fan who just made a fan of someone. I have no idea, but I'm pretty sure that's him. That's my read, at least.
And also, what is that? What's that Joseph Chung image? That's his Twitter profile picture as well. Is that some sort of cartoon reference? You know,
I'm not too sure.
Unknown. Maybe that's the caricature of Joseph Chung as well. You can see the conversation emojis being flown about. We're 2.5 minutes away. The Battle of Malta final table. Oh, okay. We're not supposed to be biased, but you know, Egyptian is like a good friend of mine, and I've followed his journey pretty closely on Twitch. I would really love to see him come through with the 600K score here. That would mean a lot to him. That would be pretty cool.
You could throw all the biases you want in here. Who cares? You do a stream with me, Kevin Martin. I want to hear all the good stuff, you know? But you know, Egyptian, he is a good, very strong player. I've seen him at Running Up Reno just raising like 7 deuce offsuit on the buttons in those main events and stuff. So this guy, he knows how to play. He's not one of those scared guys just trying to ladder up. He wants that Twitch title at the top, all-time money list, like as you said. But he also wants, you know, the big money at the top, because, you know, 636K, that would be my biggest score ever too. So, you know, I'm rooting for the guy. I know the feeling when you get there. You got a bunch of people watching. You're excited. But he's got a lot of people to beat here today who's got the same goal in mind, you know, just trying to crush today.
Yeah, it'll be fun to follow. I mean, 600K at a young age like him, get 600K, put it in the investments. You're looking pretty. My goodness. All
investments in poker, that was right. Rebuy into tournaments, you know, that's the poker investment.
Yeah, it'd be fun to see if he just fires off like the 25Ks and the 100Ks and goes to the top. Yeah, anyway, 1 minute away. Again, the 3 million you can see in the bottom right. This is event number 14. So this was played last weekend, and then once they made the final table, paused it, brought it back today, and here's the final table. This is the conclusion to a very successful online series, because this Battle of Malta series was live in Europe, and a beloved series, beloved. It moved online this year because of the coronavirus, and I know it's probably not the same as the live event, but it's a pretty good substitute. I think shout out to GGPoker and everyone who put this together for a very successful series with all the guarantees smashed. And again, the final champion is about to be crowned here today. So this is not their seating position, as typical on GG. Once you make the final table, you do the old Secret Santa switcheroo. So what's going to happen here is everyone's going to choose their seat. The short stack goes first, and then you go all the way to the big stack having pole position. So it's very important to have the chip lead on the final table, obviously because the chip lead is nice, but you also want that final pole position spot. So here we go, a little switcheroo. Let's see where everyone's going to sit. Short stack is up first. You know who I am. This first choice feels very irrelevant just because, you know, everyone has a choice after them, but I'm going to switch it up with Joseph Chung.
You should just switch back, right? No, just switch over. Just switch with the same guy. I think the big decision, though, is going to be Hornet and Egyptian and Trider, right? Those are the top 3 stacks. Yeah,
So
we'll see who Hornet's afraid of.
I'm gonna make a prediction. It's not that bold. I think Hornet is gonna sit to the left of Trider just because he's in second by a massive amount. So the goal for Egyptian would to be Egyptian wants to get away from Hornet. You know what I mean? It's very interesting. I've been in the lab a little bit with some poker stuff, but this is a whole meta game. Does anyone have this solved? Is anyone running the Sims on this final table switcheroo? Is this a solved game?
No one can get to the final table, you know. The Hornet's just like, I'm taking position on you know who I am, just in case he runs up a stack, because it would be a disaster to be out of position against him. If he
No, Hornet hasn't moved yet. That was Fairy switched with Hornet.
I was about to say.
Yeah. So here's the two interesting decisions. Trider is now going to choose their seat. He's going to switch with Hornet, and is Hornet just going to stay there? I could see Hornet just keeping his tush on that seat.
That is a good seat, in my opinion. You got position on the second place guy. You got position on you know who I am. Kind of out of the way of Egyptian. This is looking like Hornet right now, but you know what? That was just a seat selection. Let's play some cards. Let's go.
So pretty good play by Egyptian. Egyptian gets away from the bigger stacks, and he's surrounded by some medium stacks. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us on the GG YouTube channel. It is time. We are off. Cards in the air. Battle of Malta main event final table is a go here. You can see Egyptian, I think, is going to VPip this in some ways. Is this just
is this a raise or an open ship, KMart? I'm not sure.
It's the open ship. It's the open ship. It's going to get the ace-4 to fold, and successful first hand here. Probably feels good for Egyptian to win the first pot, get a few big blinds, settle in. He does the running hot emoji. Oh, I'm excited, man. So much money to play for. Hundreds of thousands of dollars in equity.
Did you see that, Kmart, in our little chat? What do we got for them in 9 minutes?
Oh, hello. Early Christmas potentially here. You give it the read, dude. You're all over it.
Looks like we got a free roll open in 9 minutes. $10, $21 satellite tickets to Beat the Pros is a tournament that you play, Kmart, and you talk about. The password is Potamophobia. Potamophobia. I got to spell that because I know some people don't know how to spell that.
That is a tough password. The password's Potamophobia. There's gonna be zero people. There's gonna be 0 people in the free roll, man. No one knows how to spell that.
Yeah, that's a tough. I'll tell you the password one more time. Capital Potamophobia. Wow, this password is tougher than this final table today.
I think it'll be in the chat as well. You could probably copy and paste. But yeah, free rolls going down in 7 minutes on GG. If you're enjoying the show, you can play the free roll on the side. Bunch of $21 tickets up for grabs. See Joseph Chung shoves the king queen, takes down some chips, and look at our short stack. You know who I am. Has the ace king.
Wow, then it's probably gonna get action from the ace 10. Ace 10 makes a lot of sense to open now, and good spot for our biggest guy, biggest crusher here. 6.6 million in GG poker earnings. Good chance to double up.
He's all in, and ace 10 can go nowhere. The price is too good. It's only 3 point something million more to call. Good spot for the short stack with the ace king. It's looking good so far. Can he hold it? Just fading a 10 on this river. All the other stacks are cheering for a 10. They want the bust. And it's a deuce. So nice double up. Okay. I mean, he's a dangerous man. He has the most experience. He plays the highest stakes. You know who I am. Doubles up to 15 million.
Oh, but ace queen and 2 queens here. Is you know who I am gonna just go for it? Oh man, this is a tricky spot, huh?
It's very tricky because with you know who I am, there's 4 hands behind. And then do you really think Sferi's opening wide from early position? It's a very, very close spot with ace queen. I'm excited to see what he does. Egyptian is thinking about something with king queen here. Would be bad timing to say the least.
Man, the stack sizes are so shallow. Wow, Egyptian going for the 3-bet. This looks super strong, but it's clearly not going to work. Should save you know who I am because He'd be some insane read if he thought like these guys were going for it with these stack sizes at this final table. But I don't know. They have been playing a bunch before this final table did go underway. Nice fold from Ace Queen, but Egyptian.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're going to see the all-in from 2 queens, and it's going to be a failed 3-bet bluff here. I watched Patrick stream a lot, and he does this a lot at final tables. It's very effective. He gets to leverage these 3-bets. Like, this is such a small 3-bet, leveraging the short stack. It's a strategy he employs very effectively. This time, he just runs into it. I believe the queens are just going to shove here after a little bit of a tank.
Yeah, I would hope so. Of course, it's a little bit scary because you're like, oh man, I just got to this final table. This guy really got 2 kings and 2 aces. Looks like it, but nice jam here. It's all about having to, you got king, queen. You're like, I got the queens and kings blockers, but you know what? They can still have that hand sometimes.
So yeah, a little bit of saving face here with the king, queen. It hits the mucks. Failed 3-bet bluff. He still got 20 million and a massive pot for the 2 queens. It's very good timing there. Oh, JJ in the small blind. JJ is back. Picks up the birds.
JJ is back, but everyone's got a bunch of garbage. Unless Hornet just wants to just go for the 5-3 offsuit. I don't really see too much action happening.
It's interesting. Does JJ go for the limp here? With the no,
it looks
let's
like
see emotes.
That's the shipping emoji.
Yeah. It's so brutal when you pick up 2 aces in the small blind and it just folds to you. You're like, what? How does no one open this pot? But he picks up a small one there with the birds. 9-handed here. All players guaranteed $30,000. First pay jump, 15,000. Top 5 earning a 6-figure score. As you can see, Joseph Chung finds the 2 sevens.
And I think Egyptian just folded Ace Jack under the gun, so it's going to give a Chong to jam on Hornet here.
Yeah, Hornet's going to raise with 2 sevens. We have less than 10 bigs. It's not even, we're not even loving life here, to be honest. Yes, the chip leader is opening wide. I would think this is kind of on the cusp, actually, in terms of a shove here. I
guess you have less fold equity, right, with 9 big blinds.
If we have 13, you're feeling a little bit better, but I think we shove this one and probably fold the 6s. Like, this is probably the worst pair we shove from a strategy perspective. It looks like it's going to get it through.
Yeah, well, you know what? Joseph Chung's one of those guys. He doesn't care about the little pay jump. He wants to get his big score up top, right? Like, oh wow, coin flip.
9-10 does call. Feels like he's priced in, and Joseph Chung is at risk. Needs to fade.
Turn.
Nice turn. Still needs to fade the straight draws. Jack or 6. And Joseph Chung with a key flip. A familiar name at the final table. Turned set of 7s. A massive double up to 23 million. Wow.
Yeah. And that's 2 all-ins, right? One was a coin flip. One where you know who I am, who was in a dominating fashion. Both getting a double up. Everyone else thinking, oh my God, I could have got like 10,000 more dollars.
See, that's why the shove with 7s isn't that exciting, because you have not much fold equity and you're getting called by hands like 9-10 suited. Like, you don't want the call with 9-10 suited there at the final table. But a nice hand for Joseph Chung, a key flip. I mean, that pot is worth so much money. It's just worth infinite money. Like, it's just, you know, at the start of tournaments, you're playing relatively low stakes, but in spots like these, you're playing nosebleed poker right now.
Yeah, I mean, if you do want to shove on someone, it was Hornet, right, who's expected to raise some wider hands, because it wouldn't be surprising if he was, you know, in a good spot against like an ace-5 suited or things like this that probably will raise in that spot. But, you know, Joseph Chong, you know who I am. They've won a lot of money in poker, so they might just press it a little bit more, whereas other guys, they see 2 7s there and might be like, I'm out. But look at this King Jack Hornet. Is this the downfall of our chip leader? Because he's just getting smashed right now.
Yeah, some dumb guy flops the trip 10s, and Hornet has an open-ended straight draw here. It's another action flop versus the chip leader. Hornet's in pretty bad shape. I could see him checking or betting small here. He does bet small. Now he's kind of going to be in a puke spot if he faces a raise with King Jack.
I would think most people would just jam the king 10 here, because when you call here, you look strong already, and you might as well try your best to look like a draw. You're only playing 10 big blinds.
Yeah, it feels
I
like you don't
probably
want
would
to
just
mess
ship it in.
around with like other similar stacks at the final table, you know? If you like slow play here and the turns the 9 of diamonds or something, I don't know if you're able to forgive yourself. But he goes for
man.
the small raise. And there's the shove. It's all in. King Jack versus King 10. Chip leader Hornet needs an ace or a 9. That is close to a 9, but does not count. An ace or a 9, 32 million in the middle. And look at this. Hornet with 2 massive pots going against him. Still with a big stack, but that emotionally has to feel quite poor. Down to 33 million.
Yeah, he was better off showing up late. He's lost half of his stack. And some dumb guys actually are second place guy, right? Like he wasn't even in the top 3 coming into his final table.
Oh no. Does Patrick get involved with the ace 5 here?
Ooh.
I wouldn't be shocked to see an open shove here, and it would be bad timing. It would be bad timing because ace queen is sitting there in the small blind.
Oh man, you can feel it. Oh, nice fold.
Nice fold. I wouldn't have been shocked to see some action there with the ace 5, but Patrick's 6th sense gets out of the way at a perfect time. No, the ace queen shoves. Okay, all right. The Patrick fans can breathe a sigh of relief. That could have been trouble there. Nice open fold.
I don't think I could have helped myself. I would have at least thrown in the min raise at the, you know, like some of my chips are going that way. I don't know how many, but some of them.
Here's our Brazilian player, Eureka. Oh, decides to go for the min raise off of 10 bigs with ace 9 suited.
So does that get Trider to potentially see a flop of him?
Wow, a lot of clubs are dead. Look at these clubby hands.
Yeah.
Guys, thank you for joining us today on the GG YouTube channel. It's been fun covering the Battle of Malta series. Finished off with a very special main event here. If you want to hit the sub button, hit a thumbs up. It helps us a lot. We appreciate that. All right, we're settled in here. You can see in the top left, the one thing I really like about GG Final Tables is the clock is turned off and you just play by hands. I think it's a really smart way to do Final Tables. You can see there's 14 hands left in level 32. And look at Hornet. What a terrible start for a chip leader.
Yep, we're also using that chess clock, right? So that's the number on there where you run out of that time, then you're down to 5 seconds per action, and pretty much your hand will be dead if you can't act fast enough.
Trider is the chip leader here with 41 million. Lot of short stacks. Some very interesting dynamics. Like, what does Eureka do here with the king queen?
Open it up. You're Brazilian, you know. You just keep going for it. You know how to go for some chips, and hey, I like it. It looks super strong. You've been opening off the 10 big blind stack. People will realize eventually, but no shame in opening the king queen.
Ooh, and Patrick finds the 8s here. I think the all-in triangle is going to be announced. This is not really a hand you want to min raise. I think the shove is coming. And I'm looking at the other hands. Oh,
now min raise it is.
Patrick,
we don't know ideas. Again, Kmart.
the list of incorrect calls continues to grow. Going to be an effective hand to take down here. Excuse me.
You know, if your min raises are working, I don't see why not. Because otherwise, you know, if you're getting reshoved on, if it's a table of reshoving, then min raising is not as effective because then you get reshoved on hands that would have folded anyways. But if you can reshove, maybe you can get away from your hand if heavy action happens behind you. So, but this is very shallow tournament right now. In 11 hands, that's when we're gonna make sure some people bust, right? Because the blinds will go up and people are just for sure going to be small. What's happening here? JJ is back. He's got the ace jack, ace 5. Oh man!
If this was a non-final table situation, you could call, but you cannot call off here with ace 5. Good hand for ace jack. JJ's had aces in the small blind and ace jack. You must have strong hands in the small blind.
JJ is a small blind player, right? A BVB player, doesn't play any other spots, and been getting dealt some good ones. 2 6s where you know who I am. 10 big blinds, early position. What's the play, Kmart?
Right on the cusp, Randy. Right on the cusp here. Another close call. It's you're short. But these pairs, we talked about this all the time. In the final table situations, they kind of underperform. You almost prefer like an ace-10 suited, ace-9 suited, ace-5 suited. So I wouldn't be shocked to see them actually just let the sixes go. But you know who I am is, they have a lot of cashes, 6.2 million. They're probably the short stack that's more likely to take these spots. And we do see
I love the
shove
here because you know what? He's got 2 6s and a VPIP of 6. It's a sign, Kmart.
It's an evil sign. The mark of the beast, the 666. The shove is effective. All right, we're jockeying for position right now. Couple all-ins. The short stacks are probably pretty annoyed they haven't gotten their first ladder. There's something to be said about a big final table, getting that first ladder, getting your feet comfortable. Just the first couple ladders as the short stack feels so good. Yeah, and look at JJ.
Yeah, that's opening up, right? We're like, oh, JJ's been playing the ace jack, the 2 aces, but 7-6 here. Everyone's playing very tight right now. They're not defending their big blind because they know if they defend their big blind, they might just check fold or check call one, check fold turn, and be bled down a lot. So these min raises are becoming very strong with these stacks right now.
Yeah, not many hands here. We could see. We're gonna see the walk here. We're gonna see the walk. It's nice to get a walk with the Jack 4 offsuit at the Battle of Malta main event. Again, we mention this all the time. With over 8,000 people joining this, you got to play like a beast. It's pretty special to make these big spots. As Egyptian was saying earlier, you just got to kind of enjoy the moment. You can go a long time as a tournament grinder without big spots like this. And here we go. Trider going to raise the 8s, and it's going to be effective.
Trider is our tournament chip leader now. I don't think Trider was expecting that so soon, but you take what you're given. Hanging in there.
Yeah, one of the storylines we're following is that Icicle by Hornet's name. He came in with the massive chip lead and 2 all-in pots. Did not go his way. He lost a flip versus Joseph Chong, and then he lost an all-in versus some dumb guy as well. And we see the 10-9 open here. What does Trider do in the big blind with the 2 5s?
Depends on how, given Severi's only got a 5% VPIP, I like the call. Reshove definitely has a lot of effectiveness, but if the opponent's playing pretty tight, it could be a disaster, right? The 2 5s is ahead. It's a good spot to c-bet, though, in my opinion.
Yeah, does Ferry go for the small c-bet? There it is. And you're in a really tough spot here with the 2 5s. Trider does go with the check call. And can Sferry find one more bet here? It would be effective if they just put out, 5 million, 4.7 million.
It would, but it's scary because if your opponent has a queen, that hand is not folding. And if you throw in more chips, it's disastrous for your stack. I don't know. We'll see what Severi thinks. But it'll be very heroic, right? Like, oh, wow, nice. Another bet. Like you said, Kmart.
Nice bet from Severi. Takes it down. Nice double barrel there. That takes a lot of heart. 10-9 of diamonds, really no equity. If your opponent has a queen, you're actually stone dead with that hand. So really nice play from the Croatia player.
The Croatian, they're so strong. I'm liking the way this Severi's playing, right? Like that was a very strong move. And
I think the next step in my poker career needs to be a move to Europe. I think that's what I got to do.
I don't know if it counts if you move there, though, Kmart. Like, you're Canadian forever, You're a nice guy.
I need to go get an Austria citizenship or something, for Germany. Or all these European players are just too good. Oh, and Joseph Chong finds the pocket aces.
Oh, no.
Look at you know who I am. Has the 10s.
And 110 is dead. Some dumb guy just folded a single 10. Is this the end?
10 big blinds here. You see, JJ is pretty tight under the gun. But I believe You Know Who I Am is probably going to shove this hand. Just
yeah,
thinking
JJ's
about
back
it.
is just raising like 9s and 8s too, I'm pretty sure, off that stack size, so...
And we know
JJ's
Joseph
deck's
Chong
open, too.
has the aces, but we've seen historic evidence that aces for Joseph Chong can be beaten deep in big spots in tournaments.
Yeah, it can be. I don't know if that... I don't know, but You Know Who I'm really thinking about it. Well, can you fold? I don't know. I can't fold this hand, Kmart. Can you?
I mean, the min raise under the gun.
Oh, wow.
Oh, sick lay down from the 2-10s. Fades disaster. He says tilt. Well, I mean, he's going to be pretty pumped watching that on the replayer, seeing the heroic fold pay off. Joseph does not go for the slow play. He just shoves. He's going to take this hand down. You Know Who I Am was so close to death, but he saves his tournament life. Wow, if the king-queen doesn't raise under the gun, then the 10's definitely... The whole butterfly effect, we could be in a different universe right now.
Oh, for sure. A lot of different things could have happened to that hand, but the thing is, everyone's still alive. No bust outs yet. Eureka's first one of ace king should be taking this one down. Man, this is... We're kind of like just evening out the stacks. The chip leader gave some chips to other people. The short stacks doubling up, and we got a very fair tournament. No one is actually like in a really bad spot right now.
Yeah, we're 2 hands away here from the blinds going up. The ISAM pressure closing in. You know, if we saw a couple of bust outs, I think people would go for it, but now everyone's so even. Everyone's so even. No one wants to be the first one to bust. And a nice open from Hornet here in the cutoff, who's had a pretty bad start to the final table. Gets a steal through with the ace-3 in the cutoff. You can see under the gun here, Egyptian with the 2 6s. That's going to be an open fold. Can't play that hand under the gun. Come on, poker gods. Give Egyptian the aces. You know, Egyptian has been heatering. He had the Venom final table. He final tabled the Venom with 1 million up top. I believe he got 7th. And here he is with another final table. He's had some sick results. He's made lots of money. But, you know, if you're missing out on these potentially once-in-a-lifetime scores, that could hurt. Would really like to see Egyptian pull through.
What's the Eureka thing? Eureka's thinking something naughty with the ace-8 offsuit? It probably would work, but it's very ambitious with the stack sizes in these positions, in my opinion.
Yeah, they're just going to get out of the way. We are going to see a defend from the ace-7. Pretty good flop from Trider. Could see a small-ish bet here. He goes for the half pot. Trider takes it down. There's your tournament chip leader.
I'll tell you though, the VPIP for everyone is about the same. It's around 12 to 16. Everyone's got 16 or 12 besides one player.
Yeah, it's really interesting. And this could be trouble. You Know Who I Am with another hand right on the edge. Heroically folds the 10s. But this is bad news. He shoves the ace-10 as the blinds go up. And the chip leader has ace-king suited. I think all the 10s are live. I didn't see any 10s.
110 dead. 110 is dead.
Okay. Oh, there's a 10 on the flop, but there's spades as well. Wow, massive river here. Kings, jacks, or spades. It is.
That's saved.
Deuce.
Wow. 2 outs.
Randy, and no ladders being handed out. The chips are even now. My goodness, a bad beat for the chip leader. The short stack's got to be tilted now. There's a couple all-ins that the ladders have been denied.
And You Know Who I Am has a lot of chips too, man. This could be a very different dynamic coming up if he wants to start playing aggressive. That's brutal. Very brutal because 110 was dead that last hand.
Wow, 10 on the flop. Emojis. Oh my goodness, we haven't lost a player. Let's go to break, Randy. We'll be back in 5 minutes, you guys. The Battle of Malta final table continues. Don't go anywhere. My goodness, 9 players still alive.
The World Series of Poker is a celebration of the game. It is the most important brand in poker as far as I'm concerned, and I love this event. It brings out all the best players.
The main event is an incredible tournament for pretty clear reasons. It's the biggest field, 10K no limit of the year, and the tournament speaks for itself. A lot of legends have been made in this thing.
The World Series to me is just like the biggest brand in poker for sure, and it means a lot to me. I don't think I would have potentially ever even gotten into poker if it wasn't for seeing it on TV.
I really would like to get to the final table. I think that's what kind of cements you as a poker player, to have made it to the final table, the main event. And obviously if you're there, it's your only chance of winning is once you're there.
It's certainly you know, a really cool feeling coming back to the Rio, and just knowing that this is the place where, you know, your life can change in the blink of an eye.
Somebody rises up through the ashes and gets it done. It's an amazing event. It's a spectacle. Pros and amateurs combine, and it's just a great tournament, clearly.
When I won the main event, the morning of the final table when I won, I actually cried because I just wanted to win so bad, and it was like everything that I've ever like wanted in life. It was that moment. This is what we dream about, so I'm excited to do it again.
You know, he got position,
Call.
he got the suited hand, so he does make the call, and this is a really bad flop for both players.
Yes. Nobody
Check.
really has much going on that board. Adamo does have the backdoor spades, of course, and he does still have two overs.
Check.
That's a very interesting turn, right?
Check.
It's very bad for Adamo also because he's not expected to hit the straight here. I think Brewer should fire. It just
Bet.
seems like he could easily get a hand to fold. But Adamo can he make the call of ace king? I would be so nasty,
six.
but
Call.
so correct. It is
Oh
correct, and he calls.
Yeah, but now you gotta pull the trigger if you're
Check.
Christopher Brewer. If Adamo checks here again, I know it's tough. He could obviously have it too, but he's the one who 3-bet pre-flop. How likely is it? Can he do it? One time, Christopher
Bet.
Brewer. He does.
3.3 million. Adamo, oh my god, if he calls this one.
Don't you dare to call here, Michael Adamo. Don't you dare to call. That is be outrageous.
Call.
Oh my god, he calls.
Michael Adamo is the best. Look at that.
That
How?
is just... How do you call on that board?
Legend, yeah. Not
Don't
saying anything
get
bad.
fast.
Let's say nice things now. Jeff, what do you got? Daniel's down 22,000 right now?
Yeah, but then he just won that 20K pot on table 1, so that'll slice into that some more. We had a 3-bet pot on table 2. Negranu firing flop. Oh, he says, guys, there were 2 pots on table 1 and 2 that added up to 30K, won by DNegs earlier, and you totally missed it.
Oh,
but
so
we're gonna miss a lot of hands.
I think we're supposed to drink. If we miss something, we must drink.
There's a check raise from Doug Polk, makes it 10K. Not gonna
Come
miss
on,
this
babe.
one.
Yeah, this is the shit that I yell when I'm upstairs alone. Like,
Just yelling at the
Come on,
YouTube
let's do-
screen.
yeah.
After this hand, we'll discuss the free roll that starts in 7 minutes on
Free roll?
GGPoker.tv. Oh yeah, baby.
Oh,
A free roll that will give away 5 $55 mega satellite tickets as Polk rips it on the turn. Negranu calls with a set of sevens.
Oh.
Polk had kings, and the biggest pot of the day goes to
yes.
Daniel Negranu.
oh shit.
Oh my.
We are back. Quick little break. Randy, no blood yet at the Battle of Malta final table.
No blood, but blinds did go up not too long ago. Egyptian just going for it. The ace-5 will get it done. Man, everyone's got the same stack, and we're even out the stacks even more with you know who I am doubling up that last hand.
This is crazy. It's really crazy how nobody's busted. Every all-in we've seen has gone to the short stack, and yeah, it's gonna be like anybody. You know, anyone could get ninth, anyone could get first. It's completely up in the air right now. It's very fascinating to watch.
Chip leader only has like 22 big blinds, and the short stacks have 10 big blinds. Like this is such a crazy dynamic. You never see such a close stack size situation with 9 people still remaining. King 10 suited, some dumb guy, you know, like I think I just let this one go. I mean, with these stack sizes, well, it looks like he's going to try to see a flop. These chips are very important right now, Kmart.
Yeah, I was thinking it was an all right 3-bet bluff candidate as well. Some dumb guy goes for the flat, and Queen's probably not in love with this flop. Could some dumb guy muscle it away here?
Yeah, it's tricky though, right? Because if you get called and you're like, oh man, I don't know if they got like an ace jack that just kind of wants to show it down, or do they have a hand like 2 queens? The queen would be disastrous if it just rolls off on the river card.
The queen would be a sick card for sure, to say the least. This very check again here on the turn. He does go for the double check. And now does some dumb guy step out here and make a play? No, checks it back once again.
Yeah, try to hit that free card, you know, but the check from very multiple streets does look quite weak. But I expect us to kind of, I don't know, you see in the one more check, or is it throw out a bet? I think Severi just checks again.
Yeah, I could see a check or a very small blocker size. Like, I wouldn't be surprised to see him bet like 2.2 million here. A quarter pot out of position here. He goes large, my goodness. Goes for the big size with the queens. Correctly knows he has the best hand. All right, but King 10 goes down in the muck, and nice pots for Severi. Again, this is crazy. This moment can define careers. You can pick up a hand and shove and bust, and you get 30K, or you can shove and win and go on for 600K. It's crazy. I really thought Hornet was maybe going to run away with this final table, but it's anybody's game right now.
Yeah, there's no one that's guaranteed to get far with these stack sizes. Trying to limp the Jack 8 suited. What's Hornet gonna do? Hornet's still playing like a chip leader though. He's like, you can't limp into me. That looks so weak with these stack sizes right now.
Nice play with the 7-3 offsuit. That's the one position you can kind of get funky with some bad hands. Small blind limps here in the big blind, and he gets Jack 8 to fold. So really nice timing there by the 7-3 offsuit. Hornet still has some fight. Blind on blind here once again. Hornet versus Joseph Chung. Joseph Chung's got to be loving this start to the final table. He was coming in as one of the short stacks. Found a double. He's found aces. He's feeling pretty good right now.
Well, Hornet's thinking, look, technically I am the chip leader right now. Before this hand, the blinds are played out. Maybe I can just still do the pressure. He is with Queen 5 offsuit. I love to see the chip leader playing the way they still should be, right? Just being aggressive.
Yeah, love to see that raise from the small blind. So 7-3 and Queen 5 getting the job done. Hornet. How does he still has that icicle around his name though? Can't get rid of the ice.
Hornet has been the most aggressive at this final table. Hasn't been paying off yet, but more recently been working out. Queen 10 suited. I see a raise coming in my opinion. There we go.
Gets the ace 10 to fold. You know who I am. Was our shortest stack at the start of the day, but the very lucky ace 10 doubling through the ace king. They're off and running. Right, my anxiety is going up, Randy, because every pot is so key and every stack is so close right now. It's very vital poker hands being played here.
Yeah, actually with stack sizes being so close, I would say that of course, you losing chips is a little bit disastrous, but I think you have more fold equity pre-flop. I think if you open raise, people are going to play extra tight right now because there's no reason to get involved and lose some chips and beat a clear short stack where people are just gunning and targeting you.
Joseph Chung finds the ace king. The nuts here in the cutoff. Not gonna get any action though. In a normal poker situation, you would definitely defend the 5-6, but you know, at this spot of the final table, okay. So Severi does go for the defend here with the 6-5. Flops the
Severi's
bottom
the
pair.
one player that's kind of been playing more hands, raising more, defending big blinds.
Yep.
So put himself in position to win some chips here and there. He's got bottom pair. I probably would like to see a call if you're going to defend 6-5 from the big blind. Could have the best hand. You got some backdoor, bunch of backdoor draws, but he does fold, so you know, makes the correct good laydown.
Defends it pre, check folds the bottom pair. Chips just so even right now here. The conclusion of the Battle of Malta happening today.
Oh,
Whoa!
9-5 offsuit.
Whoa! Whoa!
You know who I am.
Whoa,
You know who I am. I like this.
Somebody talk to me here. What? Wow, man! The
So
5-9 offsuit raise.
He's like, you know what? I've been playing snug. We got a 30-minute delay or whatever. Like, no one's gonna know I'm gonna get away with this raise. That raise was just damn right disrespectful to every single other player.
Absolutely bonkers is what that raise was, and effective takes it down. How many people watching this chat right now playing the
man? 8-6 suited just open jamming the button. There's 20 big blinds effective, man. These I'm liking Severi and you know who I am. They're just playing crazy right now.
They're the two that are definitely going for it. Okay, and GG squad member Egyptian finds the queens on the button, finds a premium at a key time. He's playing 10 big blinds. I can't get over that 5-9 off raise from early position.
This is just professional, like experience. He's just like, you know what? Everyone's playing so tight. He's watching the live stream. He's like, I'm gonna raise Egyptian's big blind because we know he's not going to defend the big blind because he's so shallow and he wants to try to outlaw. He understands that these guys are playing very ICM heavy, playing tight. So he's like, I'm gonna raise the big blinds that definitely won't be calling in these certain situations.
It's pretty wild. We're in level 33 without a single bust out. It's pretty crazy start to this final table.
And this is aggressive too, right? From Hornet, ace-6 offsuit under the gun, but they're thinking Trider. He's been defending the big blind very tight, so maybe he's just thinking he's not going to call anything. He even folded ace-10 suited to a raise, and I think these very experienced pros are using some of this delayed information to their advantage right now. So you can see the King 4 suited out.
Gets it through there. So Hornet back up to 38 million. Nice light raise there. He's back in the chip lead. So a couple aggressive players taking advantage of the tight table right now.
And Eureka's turns next, right? Like, Eureka's been doing some min raises here off this 10 to 12 big blind stack, and it's been working every time for him. The dynamic has changed because after like an hour of play, people realize everyone's playing tight. They had that 5-minute break to think about, okay, what's the adjustments to make? And everyone's like, let's just raise it up a bit more. And some players are continue playing tight.
And the queens get passed to JJ is back. I got to give him credit. He's really balanced with his emojis. Every time he shoves, he does emoji. And he's all in with the 2 queens here. I don't think he's going to get any action. Every pot's so key. Man, getting 9th right now would hurt. To play the final table, the short stacks double up. If you're the 9th place finisher now, that would really sting.
Yeah, you've been playing for an hour or two, so you almost feel like you're committed to try to outlast someone, right? So it does come into play for the more, maybe less experienced players. Some dumb guy gonna open up ace jack. And what does JJ do of ace-9? Because ace-9's a decent holding from the big blind given the price, but then again, do you want to go see a flop? I don't know. Oh,
I would
never
normally
mind
say
that. Look at this.
I would normally say Queen 7's gonna fold, but now after we saw that 9-5, wow, you know who I am, has just stepped into the world of insanity here and going for the light 3-bet, and I think it's gonna work. What can some dumb guy do? Calling feels bad, shoving feels bad. I think the fold is coming. An effective 3-bet here.
This is impressive. Like, I'm becoming a big fan of this. You know who I am. I have a strong feeling who this guy is. This guy from Uruguay is just so.
Who is it? Drop his name. I don't know who he is.
I don't want to say because just in case I don't know. I'm not allowed to or whatever. But man, this guy, he's a sicko. This guy.
That is a sick 3-bet to say the least. Yeah. And Ace Jack is just tortured.
The screen name is like perfect too. You know who I am, you know, like some guys you're like, I have no idea who it is, but you see how crazy this guy's playing from Uruguay. Like it's not, well, a nice call from the Ace Jack, but this is a dicey flop. Some dumb guys thinking, man, I just know this guy's always up to no good.
Yeah, I think we're gonna see a small C-bet. I should stop. I'm gonna stop trying to predict what he's gonna do, man. For no more predictions ever again. Checks the flop and turns the 7, Queen 7, in a 3-bet pot here.
Yeah, wow. Dude, we're playing some poker now, man. This final table has really stepped it up. At first, we were just kind of knitting it up, but now we've just got like people just going for it. Ace Jack here. I just gotta let it go. I mean, like, I know you're suspicious, but there you go. And wow,
the Queen 7 3-bet effective, and guess what? He's your tournament chip leader. You know who I am. Came in 9th place, and he is #1 right now in the chip rankings. Unbelievable development.
He's gonna put on the pressure, and you know he just started playing crazy like within the last 10 minutes. These guys have no idea how out of line he's been this last 10-15 minutes so far. 2 5s here. I think that should be going into the muck, unless Joseph Chong is very suspicious of you know who I am at this point. He might go really crazy and just jam 2. But 2 5s here would be a heroic jam given the stack size situation, but it'll be correct against this guy.
Yeah, just gonna get it through. And Ace 10 in the small blind. Another cusp hand here, gonna hit the muck. And momentum, confidence, shows the ace.
I'm playing tight, guys.
I wonder when it comes through the delay, the people are gonna be like, wow, the 9-5, the Queen 7. Some wild poker being played by you know who I am. It's hard not to be a fan. As we see Joseph raise with the Ace 7 here. Sverri has been a player to defend the big blind. And wow, Sverri finds the reshove with Ace 5.
Oh man, I'm a big fan of Sverri, and you know who I am, right? These guys are just going for it. That's what you should be doing, right? Because it's like 600K up top.
Yeah. They're looking at the bottom of the payouts. They don't really care about the 15K ladders, the 20K ladders. They're here to win it all. And some really good, effective, powerful poker being played here by you know who I am, who came in as the short stack. I cannot believe they are the chip leader.
Yeah, you know who I am is playing like some real poker because he's playing the situation, he's playing the players. You gotta remember, he also folded 2 10s earlier against JJ's backs under the gun open, right? That could have busted him out of the tournament when Joseph Chong had 2 aces. Egyptian's got Ace 6 in the big blind. I think he knows you know who I am is reckless, but wow, this guy's just put on a clinic right now. This is what I want to see at these big final tables.
Just a crazy rise. I mean, does he go for the 10-7 now? If he raised the 9-5 earlier, the 10-7 of diamonds has to look pretty inviting. He's thinking about it under the gun, and there we go. There we go. Strap in. You know who I am is taking us on a roller coaster ride here, and another raise that's going to get through.
Oh my God, I cannot believe this guy is just, he went from 9th place to clear chip leader and is actually using the chips and putting the aggression on. That's what Hornet wanted to do, right? But after Hornet lost half his stack, he's like, you know what? I'm just going to hang out and watch what happens. Some dumb guy, he's got to just shove this Jack 7 suited though, right?
I would think the all-in is the play here, Randy. We're on the same page there, and so is some dumb guy. We're going to get this one through here. Nice pickup there. It's scary, though, putting your life on the line with the Jack 7 suited, but effective. I can just not believe the hands that You Know Who I Am has decided to play.
Blinds are going up soon in 4 hands, and that's actually to a disadvantage of You Know Who I Am, who wants to keep the stack size as big as possible, get away with more raises, you know, make the short stacks, you know, try to hang in there more. But Egyptian and JJ is back are so short right now, and in Eureka, and in 3 hands, they're going to be real feeling the pain soon.
Yeah, it's been a rough start to the final table for Egyptian. He came in with 3rd place chips. Has not gone his way so far, but he still has 10 big blinds. As we got our other aggressive player, Severi, here with the 2 9s. Do we see the 3-bet here with the ace-6?
Well,
I'm thinking there's a good chance, dude. Based off the other hands he's chosen in similar spots. I think
he's like feeling good, right? Because every play he's made so far has worked. I don't know if it'll work against Severi, though. Severi does strike me as a player who's just like, I'm not having any of this. But it's a bigger 3-bet. It's a tough spot because of his position, but Severi has been playing out of line too, and I think he knows this is a bluff a lot, but it's hard to pull the trigger when there's still 9 people to remain.
Yeah, and you're second in chips with the 2 9s. It's so gross you're facing this 3-bet. What does Severi do? What would you do, Randy, with the 2 9s here?
Look, I mean, I know I'm supposed to. I feel like I know I'm supposed to shove. He makes the
Oh
fold.
my goodness!
Wow.
I need to go on a break, man. I can't watch. I can't watch people be dominated like this. This is unbelievable, man. What a clinic. He's every move he's made has worked. You know who I am.
If he's got Severi to fold 2 9s, then he's getting everyone to fold every single hand.
Unbelievable pressure being displayed. Our tournament short stack did get lucky. He got it in with ace-10, hit the 10, but boy, he has used it to his advantage. And JJ is back, is all in with the 2 5s. Bad timing as Eureka has the queens.
Could be our first bust out. JJ is back. Good news, 2 5s are still in the deck.
Do we see our first elimination here?
Yes,
we needs a miracle. Chop outs. Jack for a straight chop. It is not paint and GG. After many hands, we have our first elimination, Randy. JJ is back. What a score. Brand new player to GG. Previous biggest score, $700. He picks up 30K, and all the other players got to be pretty excited about the ladder.
Oh, for sure. That's what they've been waiting for this whole tournament. Everyone's got to feel a little bit better. Does that open their ranges a little bit? Maybe, but you know, it's still a lot of pressure. Trider is going to open up the Queen Jack. So keep remember, Trider was our chip leader at some point in the tournament. Now he's kind of hanging in there, but he's like, all right, I got to open up this Queen Jack suited. But Eureka, Brazilian player who has been opening up too. We'll see if he wants to defend. I don't know if I'll defend the Queen 9 because Trider has been playing a little bit tight lately.
Yeah, another hand right on the edge. Oh, that's bad news. The Queen High flop. Both players flop a very strong top pair. This is what Trider needed here. Goes for the small continuation bet.
Yeah, I mean, when you flop top pair with these stack sizes, it's hard not to lose all the chips, especially from the big blind. Eureka might even just go for the check raise and just try to close it out. It's just bad news for the Brazilian. You just picked up those chips and you just hand them away.
Yeah, it would be very understandable if the check raise did come in here with Queen 9. There it is, a small min one. Does the money go in on the flop here, Randy?
Yeah, I think so. I think just close it out. You're not happy with Queen Jack suited, but you're happy enough because of the stack size. It's just obviously scary because it's 8 people. What? No, you traitor! What are you doing? What are you doing? KMart, go. Tell me.
Have my eyes deceived me, ladies and gentlemen? The Queen Jack hits the muck. Queen 9 gets a better hand to fold. My goodness. Good morning, good afternoon. What a Saturday. Wow. Queen Jack with the bet fold. Shocking development there. I don't know what to say, man. I'm really surprised.
That is a tournament-defining moment for Trider. If things do not go well for Trider, they're gonna look back at this stream and just hate it, just absolutely hate it. Look at this Eureka opening. This has been a fun. Whatever happened during that break, there's someone like, let's just ramp up the craziness. They've turned the notch up very, very high.
Well, I understand that you don't want to bust, but I mean, you would think Ace Queen would shove pre, and then it's hard to find too many hands. You're really, if your opponent has King Queen, nice hand, sir, good run, but shocked to see the fold.
Exactly. And they could be check raise bluffing sometimes, especially if they're from Brazil. Nice shove from Severi, Ace-6 offsuit. These reads are on point today. Oh my God.
Severi playing good poker. Unfortunately, is uncomfortable because of the size of his balls.
That's a bold play there, isn't it, Kmart?
It's unbelievably bold, man, to reshove the Ace-6 with, he's just taking these spots.
He also reshoved the Ace-5, if you remember earlier, against Joseph Chong. This guy's just crazy. And
we see the Jack-4 suited raise. All right, this final table has had a lot of hype. It has surpassed it. My goodness. Dude, Randy, I've been in the lab a lot. I haven't read any of this stuff. What poker book are people reading? I need to get on their level, man.
Yeah, Kmart's like, Coach, I'm firing you because you do not play like any of these guys. And these guys, one of them is going to ship up 600K. This has been so fun to watch so far. Egyptian's just trying to hang in there. He got 1 pay jump so far. He actually came in final table in 3rd place. He's actually our clear short stack now.
Yeah, rough final table for Egyptian. Still with 10 million chips. Blinds just went up. You can see Joseph Chung with 10 big blinds. Our once former chip leader Trider with the incorrect fold. Now finds the ace jack. I think he's going to rip this in. Unbelievable sights here, Randy.
Yeah, this is so exciting. We still got 8 people. That means we got a lot more craziness coming up.
Our hero, GG squad member, Egyptian, needs to find some hands here as Eureka, the Brazilian player who's done quite well for himself. Man, if you told Eureka that he raised Queen 9 and got a better hand to fold, do you know how shocked he would be?
Yeah, it'd be insane. Because I don't understand the fold too, because you're still up against flush draws and you're beating flush draws, by a little bit, but it's just nerves. And you're like, oh, I don't normally get to a final table. Felt obligated to open a Queen Jack suit. It was like, I just want to win the blinds, and then he actually lost more than just that. Oh man, so crazy.
Some dumb guy cut off with ace-7.
Muck, that's for sure. Muck. Egyptian's too short coming up on the big blind.
I agree. We're definitely going to see a button raise here, based off of previous aggression.
Might just ship it. I was gonna say, who I am, just so crazy. Obviously, at least opening, but Queen 10 suited, that's a floppable hand.
Yeah, definitely defendable. I don't think shoving would be horrendous either. And look at this, trip 10s for Hornet. Flops his opponent almost dead.
Yeah. 25% pot bet. I think that's all you really need to bet. Even less. This is the minimum. If he could bet $1 million, he would.
I think we're just going to see the call. Slow play here. Probably keep the chip leader's range wide.
Yeah,
there it is.
I
just
like
the
the
call. And wow, if you know who I am, finds the running straight here with the jack. It might just be their day.
I don't know if that's going to happen, but I do think you know who I am could consider multi-barreling the spot, because when you min bet the Hornet, also one of the crazier players, you know, he's going to come along with the ace highs and king highs that probably have to just give up the turn, but it's like you know who I am. It's like a little bit suspicious.
Nice slowdown from our chip leader. You know who I am.
I think you just got to bet if you're a Hornet, right? Like, just hope your opponent has one of those like pocket 5s and 6s trying to get the showdown and just get some value, because those hands will always check the river card.
Yeah, I agree. Probably a smaller size, I imagine Hornet's going to go for. Just because in theory here, it's kind of hard for a Hornet to have floats. I would expect, like, he goes for the half pot. And I was going to make a prediction that you know who I am is just going to fold, but I don't know, dude. I don't know. I don't know. he might. Folding's not really his style. We'll see here.
I know when you start doing crazy plays and it's been working every single time, you start to get really creative, and I would hate this because I think it's very easy for Hornet to show up with a 10. What you know who I am is thinking about is the bet sizing. Okay, would he play a 10 this way, etc. And he's just like, okay, I'm out.
He does give it up. Guys, thank you for joining us on the GG YouTube channel. I hope you're enjoying it just as much as us. My goodness.
Don't do it. I was going to say, if this guy just still goes over ace-5 offsuit, you know, it'd be insane. King Jack for Joseph Chong. What's the play?
I think we have a side defend is what I call it. You're defending, but you're not that excited. But look at this. Top pair versus top pair. Kicker issues for the Sveri player, the Croatian player here.
Well, I don't think Joseph Chong's going to make any mistakes here. He's probably going to just check raise all in with these stack sizes. Sveri's going to pay off too, I imagine.
Yeah, I can't see. I mean, this is what we said on the other hand, where a wild fold did happen. I think the money is going to mostly end up in the middle here. There's the check shove. Sveri is going to think about it. He puts it in pretty quickly, though. King Jack, King 10. Joseph Chong, amazing spot here. Needs to fade a 10 or an 8 for 35 million chips. Oh, it's safe. And Joseph Chong. Randy, the two shortest stacks. You know who I am was in 9th place. Joseph Chong in 8th place. They are now 1 and 2 in the tournament.
Who cares about that? Because you know who I am. He's got 2 queens and Joseph Chong is going to lose all his chips he just got with 2 jacks. There's no way. No way, right? It's impossible to fold this against this guy.
I imagine the shove is coming, and Cooler City. This is it. 74 billion chips. What a pot. Can Joseph Chong find a miracle? 2 jacks and 2 jacks only. Oh, he's got to be sick. And wow. What a sick final table for Joseph. Get the puke bucket out. He came in as the short stack. He just doubled to 2nd place, and in one hand, it's all gone. Just a cooler, it's gone.
You cannot fault him. This guy's been opening some garbage hands. I opened King 4 suited. You know who I am, from 9th place to clear chip leader, running a clinic. When you play crazy, you're going to get paid off on your big hands. And you can see Joseph Chong was like, I don't care that Egyptian's got 5 big blinds coming up. I'm going for it against this guy. It's printing money. Well, he just lost all of his chips while Joseph Chong actually out. This could be the tournament already just defined from you know who I am after that pot.
Wow. I cannot believe Joseph Chong went from last to 2nd to last in the blink of an eye. That is sickening, a sickening swing. And look at you know who I am is not going to slow down. Good game to Joseph Chong, a legend of the game. $45,000 locked up. What a final table. He's got to be a little sick, though, after that cooler. Jacks versus queens.
Yeah, it's so super sick. Hornet just folded 2 8s there pre-flop to you know who I am. So this is like, you know, Hornet's just like, I'm going to hang in there. I'm not going to make that Joseph Chong mistake and, you know, let these other guys, short stacks, hang in there before I bust out. Jack, King Jack. You got to just start betting, right? Like, you see the check, you just got to take down what's in the middle before Trader and Egyptian get it all in.
Egyptian as short as they come. But yeah, very successful defend here for some dumb guy with the king jack. Flop went check check. And that's going to take care of business, I imagine.
Yeah, but you know who I am, man. He's playing excellent because actually he raises a lot, and post flop he doesn't just get crazy and just bet any flops. He's like, okay, I check, see what happens on the turn because I know these guys aren't just bluffing me. So it seems like a dream scenario the way he's playing. Oh, 2 8s. 1 8 is dead. 1 8 is gone.
Aces. This might be it for Egyptian. Finds the 8s with the short stack, and Hornet has aces. I imagine he just takes it here. There it is. There's the all-in. Did you say an 8 is dead?
1 8 is gone. He's got
Put
one
it back
out.
in the deck. Break the rules. Shuffle it back in. Give him a hope here. This could be it for streamer Patrick. Needs to find a miracle. All in.
Dead. Just straight dead.
Oh, diamonds! The backdoor diamonds. Is it a miracle? A Christmas miracle? It is not.
It's not.
Whew. Good game. Oh, that hurts. Good friend of mine. GG, what a run. Another 6 score. Congratulations. He's got to be disappointed, though. Another big final table where he gets 7th. I think he got 7th in the Venom final table. Yeah. Can we get the GGs in the chat for IR Egyptian? Good game.
Yeah, I mean, like he made that one play early with the king queen offsuit 3-bet, didn't work, and after that he just kind of folded his way to 7th place. It is what it is. Sometimes situations don't go your way, but it's still a nice score given $500. Oh my God, you know who I am. Shipping the ace 5 suit into Eureka. It's not going to work, and chip stacks are going to change again. Potentially.
Here we go. 76 million. Ace 5, 1 in 3 chance here. Oh, okay. Needs a spade or a backdoor straight, and no. The chip lead has changed once again. Pocket queens with top set. The Brazilian player, Eureka, with 76 million. I love that shove from Ace 5 suited, by the way. It's a really good shove. Kind of unlucky your opponent has a calling hand. You're still going to win 1 in 3 times.
Exactly. You know, he tried to play the player with the, you know, the bigger stack who's should fold more often. He knows Eureka has still been opening up a bit. But now you know who I am's got to kind of chill out a little bit, and I think we might see Eureka just kind of take this commanding role now.
Man, a little piece of my heart is sad for Patrick. I think he really wants to break through here.
Don't talk anymore. Look at this 10-4 offsuit 3-betting after he just lost all those chips. This guy's insane.
Insane. Calling this man insane doesn't do it justice. The 10-4 3-bet. My God.
And this is right after he just lost all those chips, by the way, against the same guy. Like, this guy is relentless. He's the craziest player I've ever seen. Like, pretty much ever.
As if the cards don't matter. Nice hand, takes it down. Man, he's got to be making some fans here. My goodness, some savage out there plays.
Whew. Oh my God. Okay, now you can give your shout out to Egyptian now that we've, you know, he's going to calm down a little bit.
Well, I mean, he might just, okay, he's not going to play the 5-9. You just don't know. Any two, it seems. Yeah, I just want to say good game to Egyptian. He's been crushing lately. He's got to feel a little upset probably. 7th here, not the result he wanted. He came in 3rd place, but GG to my buddy. He's been smashing, and he'll have some more spots like this, I think. But here is your tournament chip leader. I love how I was talking, and you're just like, stop talking. He 3-bet 10-4.
I mean, I think it's a worthy spot to interrupt you.
Yeah, it's a stop talking moment for sure. My goodness. I've never seen a player go for it like this at the final table. I mean, Joseph Chong has to be sick. Like, how does you know who I am have queens when he has jacks, you know?
But like also the timing too, like he literally just won an all-in and he literally just lost it. It was like less than 1 minute of all that sequence to happen.
I think we're going to see an open shove here with the ace 10 into the 2 short stacks. Yep. So some ladders have
We got a nice lineup here. Like I feel like we got so many aggressive players still remaining in the tournament. Like there's no more knitting. After that first hour, we threw all the knits out.
Yeah, the days of the tight play are over. Goes for a min-raise with ace-10, effective nonetheless. You can see Trider now is our short stack with 10 million. Gotta find a move soon.
I mean, Trider's looking like a genius now after being quite tight in some spots. So he's got top 6, almost 100K guaranteed.
What a final table. It has delivered, my goodness. Final 6. After the next ladder, it will be a 6-figure score guaranteed to everybody.
I'll tell you, these guys, they play more aggressive than the 10K Super Millions I host on here. These guys are they're playing out, and this prize pool is bigger too. These guys are the real high rollers, in my opinion.
Good turn for Hornet after he checks back the flop. It's a board you want to do a decent amount of checking on with the big blind having more 8s.
You can see how you see Hornet just check again because he's afraid of you know who I am. He doesn't want to get put to the test, but actually, you know who I am actually picks up the 10. This is a card that's going to lose some chips.
Yeah, a bet there. It's no good. Queen Jack is good. So you know who I am. 44 million. A fan favorite at this final table.
Well, Hornet is already almost back up to his original chip leader stack. He had 60 million coming into the final table.
And a big hand for some dumb guy here in the cutoff with the 2 kings. Final 6. The buy-in for this tournament was $550. 3 million guaranteed. It was smashed. Got 4.6 million in the prize pool.
Oh, Hornet. Man, this guy just gets these marginal spots a lot against some dumb guy. He's going to double him up again, potentially.
Flops the top pair with Jack 3 of diamonds. It is no good as we currently stand. I think the bet is coming. And we could be getting it in here. I think the shove is coming from Hornet.
I can't blame him. His opponent's playing 10 big blind stack. Your hand is very vulnerable. He's going to just call, but he's not going to get away when a 10 of diamonds rolls off.
Tell you what, our batting average for correct predictions at this final table is very low success rate right now. And look at this, the backdoor diamonds come into play.
Yep. Hornet thinking about just shipping in himself. He is. Don't do it, some dumb. Just don't do something dumb. Just play smart. Don't be a dumb guy. There we go. There's the call.
Gotta fade a lot of outs. Jacks, 3s, and diamonds for a big pot here. Oh my. The Jack of hearts is the death to some dumb guy. Kings, no good. GG. 5th place. What a nice score. Oh my goodness, that's a bad beat. And now Hornet is back in business with 70 million.
Yeah, I mean, that's what happens when you min raise the 2 kings instead of jamming. You let the big blind come along. You got to understand the risk that they can maybe stack you. Trider gets another page up, 140K minimum for the guy with not too many in earnings, right? This is very, very fun today, KMart. Something happened that break, and everyone's crazy.
Some wild secret sauce was digested because we've seen some crazy play. Top 5, all right, we're in 6-figure payout territory. 140K now for 6th place guaranteed. Trider, the Russian player, a master of the ladder off the short stack. Here we are with our final 5 players. We got the 2 big stacks, Eureka and Hornet now, after a nasty bad beat on the river. And you know who I am, the unpredictable player, has 40 million.
And, you know, chat actually pointed out that You Know Who I Am has a clown avatar. Kind of playing a little clownish, but actually it's very sophisticated for the way he plays. He understands what he's doing. We don't, but, you know, I love the way he's playing. Super aggressive. I mean, look at this Queen Jack just going for it. This is a hand you normally would defend from the big blind, but he's just thinking, you know what? I got to take it down pre-flop. These guys are not resisting at all.
Goes for the 3-bet bluff and wins it pre-flop. We said that a few times today with You Know Who I Am. Short stack in the big blind, and this is going to be giddy up for him. Trider with the ace-jack clubs.
Well, he's in dominating position here. I guess Hornet is forced to call off given the stack sizes.
Yeah, Trider's going to put it in the middle. Committed. Good spot here. Needs to fade the 10. It's got to fade the 9s and the 10s now. Or are we down to 4? Another bad beat?
Oh, no. It is.
Ouch. Yeah, as soon as you peel the 4 across, you know it's over. And wow, Hornet with another timely river card. Good game to Trider. Got some really good ladders. And now we're in big money territory, Randy. Top 4, $200,000 guaranteed for every player remaining here. This is going to be a fun one down the stretch.
Yeah, it's a big pay jump again. Hornet had a disastrous first hour, but after that, it's been running hot and just getting there and just sucking out. And now he's got a flush draw. He's going to win this pot. And he's actually back into the chip lead where he's like, this is where I belong. Because, you know, at one point he was probably feeling pretty sick, but now he's like, okay, feeling good again.
Yeah, swingy final table, and he takes down this hand with the 9-2 of hearts. So we got the short stack Sperry, and blinds are going to go up here after this hand. So do you, in typical poker right now, if you're in the spot of You Know Who I Am, you'd probably chill out, make sure you get top 3 guaranteed. But, you know, he's not the typical poker player. It's going to be interesting to see if he adjusts and tones down the dial a little bit.
I mean, I think he will to some extent, but, you know, he's still going to make his plays. Because say he 3-bets, he, you know, and folds. It's not like it puts him in a position to get all in. So I think it's fine anyways. He's probably not going to change up too much, but he's not going to get wrecked. Like, he knows that pay jumps are still important, and Severi is very short. You know, Severi had 20 big blinds, things would be different.
Severi with the light defend here with 10-5. Severi is a defender. Just remember, if you play Severi in the future and he raises a big blind, he's defending. He's not folding.
I feel like we literally have the 4 most aggressive players still in the tournament. This is nice. This is what we want. You Know Who I Am. Let's see. This is the hand that, you know, he just defends the ace-5. He might have just 3-bet shipped this one, you know, if Severi wasn't so short. But both players don't really have too much to really fight with here.
You Know Who I Am does have the ace of diamonds, but versus the big size, that's going to be effective, I believe.
Yeah.
For Eureka.
That Queen 4 is really going for it because that board texture is just nothing for the Queen 4 suited.
We got some storylines here. Eureka, the Brazilian player, has spun it up. Hornet was the chip leader, went short, brought it back to the chip lead. You Know Who I Am, fan favorite, the wild man. And we got Severi, the short stack, final 4.
Oh my God, look at these hands.
Oh, 10s, ace, queen, and kings. 3 ultra premiums.
What happens in this spot? Does Hornet just 3-bet ship it and just lose to 2 kings? What's going to happen, Kmart? What's the play? Is it 3-bet, don't all in? I don't fault him for just shipping it too. Oh my God.
Got a 3-bet to 18 million, and here comes the cold 4-bet. And in a sick world, does You Know Who I Am find an escape hatch here?
I mean, he's folded 2 10s before, but oh my God, Eureka in a dream scenario too. But thank God for Hornet that Hornet didn't just 3-bet ship it. Some people just go, you know what? I'm all in. I've got the best hand. They would have just lost all of the chips.
There is the shove. And I think You Know Who I Am has been given second life here. You would think the cold 4-bet shove range here is very,
Nice
very
hole.
tight, and the 10s have hit the muck. And ace queen now, I believe, is going to hit the muck as well. You cannot call off your life here. So big pot for Eureka. It's funny, if ace queen is not in that hand, then the 10s definitely go broke. So new life for You Know Who I Am. Earlier had 10s, got away from it with the aces. Here folds the 10s when their kings are in play. My goodness.
Yeah, no, that's such a sick hand. And no one actually busted, which is also insane too. Hornets opening. Eureka thinking about being a little crazy. I feel like, I don't know. 7-5 suited is going to be crazy. Oh my God, this is amazing.
Good play from Eureka with the light 3-bet. It's a good spot to expand that 3-bet range. And now they're in control. 106 million. Big stack of chips. Gonna find the open shove here. I like that. Ballsy play.
It is ballsy. I mean, You Know Who I Am's got 17 big blinds, but Eureka's just like, you know what? Every time I min raise, this You Know Who I Am is making some plays at me. Let me just cut out that play altogether.
Vamos, the Brazilian fans are liking what they're seeing here. Maybe the Battle of Malta final table champion will be from Brazil. That's the way it's looking right now. Another effective raise here. Level 25. I don't want it to end, Randy. It's been too fun.
This has been an insane hour so far. We still got some stacks to play for, and they're still playing really crazy despite, you know, like a clear chip lead, a clear short stack. They are getting involved.
Eureka has more than half the chips.
Two kings and two queens. Oh my God.
And a queen is dead. Oh my God. The poker gods are in a mood today. Look at this. Queens versus kings, 4-handed. Queen of diamonds is dead. It's just not fair. What a cooler.
This is not fair. The only chance You Know Who I Am can be saved here if Eureka decides to slow play and an ace just rolls off on the flop. I wouldn't fault the slow play though from Eureka because, You Know Who I Am does open a bit wider, but he is going to go for the 3-bet. This is the end.
This is the end. Barring the Queen of Hearts, what can you do? It's all in the middle. A sick cooler. The Queen of Hearts, can it make an appearance? Oh, 3 hearts, but not the Queen of Hearts. Dead to 2 outs. For fan favorite, is it paint? It is not. GG. Wow, I'm sad to see them go. One of the most fun players I've ever watched. You Know Who I Am. Congratulations, 4th place, $200,000 score. What a run. They came in as the short stack. They got the chip lead. They 3-bet the 9-5. They 3-bet the 10-4. Final thoughts on You Know Who I Am, Randy?
I mean, he made amazing folds, dude. 2 10s, he folded twice correctly. 2 queens, though, there's nothing he can do in that spot, especially against Eureka, who's been 3-betting 7-5 suited. Amazing player, one of the best. Had 6.6 million in earnings coming to his final table. From 9th place to 4th place, amazing finish. I'm sure he's disappointed, but he was my favorite player to watch. I think I've ever seen.
Maybe ever. I've never seen a Savage go like. That was unbelievable. A lot of fun. And we're 3-handed. Look at this. Aces with the slow play. A good time to slow play. Give the chip leaders some rope to hang themselves. Does not bite, though.
Eureka was like really thinking about it because the truth is if he had raised, it probably would work a lot because Severi only has 7 big blinds. Hornet wouldn't play anything besides like 2 aces. Small blind, big blind, and Hornet's going for the little trap, but I think Hornet would just call here. In my opinion, you don't want to just risk your tournament. Yeah, I know you got 2 aces, but Severi is so short, and that board texture does hit a big blind checking back flop.
So here we are, 3-handed. Does Eureka barrel here? This card's pretty good for Hornet. It's tough for Eureka just to have a bare 5 with the large flop size. It's not impossible, it's just unlikely.
It is reasonable for Eureka to throw in one more bet, though. There's some ace highs, some king highs, some 6 X's that probably would just give it up because of the ICM pressure. I don't fault this play. Normally, I probably wouldn't advise betting here, but just that severity is so short, Hornet's definitely thinking about that.
And the deuce on the river. Probably a check, and the aces are good. All right, we got a clear chip leader, Eureka, the Brazilian player who just gets kings over and over again. We got Hornet in second place. Oh, and Eureka finds the queens, man. What an influx of premiums as the chip leader.
Yeah, Eureka's been running hot lately. You can see the little fire symbol around the VPIP, and these pay jumps are huge right now too, Kmart. Like this, it's over 100K.
Yep. Wow, Eureka can taste the trophy. It's right in front of him. Has almost 75% of the chips in play. Severity just hasn't found many hands to get involved with. They just left. I already miss, you know who I am. I miss them dearly.
And you still don't know who he is. That's the sad part. Jack
See,
10.
now this is a terrible small blind spot for Hornet versus the chip leader. I think we're going to see a raise here just with this pressure.
I like the limp from Hornet though still because he showed up with 2 aces not too long ago, so maybe Eureka's thinking, but Eureka's too smart for that. He's like, yeah, I know what you're trying to do. Get free flop. It's not going to work. But good read on the raise there.
Thank you. One of my few good reads today. So this is a spot I think Eureka's just going to fold a lot because they actually don't mind keeping them short. If Severity is in the hand, is in the tournament still, Hornet is really, really, really in some ICM jail. So I could see Eureka walking out some bottom hands, but he decides the 9-6 is good enough, takes it down. Look at Severity blinding down.
Because, like, you double them up, then you just grind them down again anyway. So I guess it's kind of like you couldn't play that hand poorly no matter what option you chose.
Oh, you got to be sick if you're Hornet. You find a premium with ace-king suited, and somehow Eureka folds the button. Like, you got to be like, man, what do I got to do? Yeah, sure enough, he shows it. He's disgusted.
And a small blind with 3 big blinds folding to you, right? Like, that's also unlikely. King, Jack makes
King
the call here, I imagine.
Yeah, King Jack's going to get in there. And are we down to heads up, Randy? The Croatian player has laddered up effectively. They're going to need an 8.
10-6. Do you come along here? It looks like that is the play.
We do go 3-handed. Dry side pot. Severity needs an 8. Oh.
or 4. You forgot about that card, Kmart.
Finds the chop for life. Chop it up. His pulse is thin and irregular, but he's still alive, Randy.
He could be back in it. This ace, deuce, queen, jack coin flip coming up.
Here we go. It's going in the middle. Ace, deuce, slightly ahead. Very marginal lead for 20 million. Ace deuce is holding. Look at this spin, perhaps, from our Croatian player. It is not paint. It is safe. Wow, he somehow finds the chop for life, and now he doubles. He's got 20 million. And Hornet really wanted to knock him out there. He really wanted that big ladder to get it heads up. And now Eureka is going to be applying that pressure once more here. Some very dynamic 3-handed play going on.
Yeah, it's 140K pay jump. That's massive, KMart. Ace deuce and ace 9. I like to see Hornet just limp, just try to see those free flops. But Eureka probably should just maybe even just ship it in. Yeah.
Yeah, the open shove. Wow, it's gonna take a lot to happen for Eureka not to be our main event champion. It's not over, but it's looking good. What does the ace-jack do here? They still stay with the mid-raising strategy. Severity's been known to defend wide.
and it is gonna defend. But yeah, the ace jack. Yeah, I think I would just ship the ace jack myself pre-flop, just try to shut out Eureka. But maybe you have something else to say about that.
No, I think that's reasonable as well. 6 of hearts on the turn here. Severi was tempted with the bluff, but decides against it.
Okay, there's a chance to bluff when it runs out this way.
Yeah, you think the big blind would be tempted to represent some sort of heart here.
Wow, is gonna go for it. Can Hornet make this call? This would be an insane call of just ace jack, no heart, no pair. This is amazing.
Oh, a sick hero call with the ace high, no heart. Oh my goodness, give it to him. What a play on the river. That takes some skill. And we're going to take a quick break, guys. What a final table. Don't go anywhere. Final 3. Who is going to be our main event champion? We'll be back in just 4 minutes and 41 seconds.
The World Series of Poker is a celebration of the game. It is the most important brand in poker as far as I'm concerned, and I love this event. It brings out all the best players.
The main event is an incredible tournament for pretty clear reasons. It's the biggest field, 10K no limit of the year, and the tournament speaks for itself. A lot of legends have been made in this thing.
The World Series to me is just like the biggest brand in poker for sure, and it means a lot to me. I don't think I would have potentially ever even gotten into poker if it wasn't for seeing it on TV.
I really would like to get to the final table. I think that's what kind of cements you as a poker player to have made it to the final table, the main event. And obviously, if you're there, it's your only chance of winning is once you're there.
It's certainly, you know, a really cool feeling coming back to the Rio and just knowing that this is the place where, you know, your life can change in the blink of an eye.
Somebody rises up through the ashes and gets it done. It's an amazing event. It's a spectacle. Pros and amateurs combine, and it's just a great tournament, clearly.
When I won the main event, the morning of the final table when I won, I actually cried because I just wanted to win so bad, and it was like everything that I've ever like wanted in life. It was that moment. This is what we dream about, so I'm excited to do it again.
You know, he got position,
Call.
he got the suited hand, so he does make the call, and this is a really bad flop for both players.
Yes. Nobody
Check.
really has much going on that board. Adamo does have the backdoor spades, of course, and he does still have 2 of us.
Check.
That's a very interesting turn, right?
Check.
It's very bad for Adamo also because he's not expected to hit a straight here. I think Brewer should fire. It just
Bet.
seems like he could easily get a hand to fold. But Adamo can he make the call of ace king? I would be so nasty,
sick.
but so correct. It is
Oh.
correct, and he calls.
Yeah, but now you gotta pull the trigger if you're
Check.
Christopher Brewer. If Adamo checks here again, I know it's tough. He could obviously have it too, but he's the one who 3-bet pre-flop. How likely is it? Can he do it? One time, Christopher
Bet.
Brewer. He
does.
does.
3.3 million. Adamo, oh my god,
No.
if he calls this one.
Don't you dare to call here, Michael Adamo. Don't you dare to call. Let this be outrageous.
Call.
Oh my god, he calls.
Michael Adamo is the best. Look at
Daniel's down 22,000 right now.
Yeah, but then he just won that 20K pot on table 1, so that'll slice into that some more. I think we had a 3-bet pot on table 2. Negranu firing flop. Oh, he says, guys, there were 2 pots on table 1 and 2 that added up to 30K, won by D-Negs earlier, and you totally missed it.
Oh,
But
so
we're gonna miss a lot of hands.
I think we're supposed to drink. If we miss something, we must drink.
There's a check raise from Doug Polk, makes it 10K. Not gonna
Come
miss
on,
this
babe.
one.
Yeah, this is the shit that I yell when I'm upstairs alone. Like,
Just yelling at the
Come on,
YouTube
let's do-
screen.
yeah.
After this hand, we'll discuss the free roll that starts in 7 minutes on
Free roll?
GGPoker.tv. Oh yeah, baby.
Oh.
A free roll that will give away 5 $55 mega satellite tickets as Polk rips it on the turn. Negranu calls with a set of sevens.
Oh.
Polk had kings, and the biggest pot of the day goes to Daniel Negranu.
Oh shit.
Oh my.
We are back. We're back for the conclusion of the main event. What a final table it has been. 5 hands left in level 35, and back where we left off, Eureka, our chip leader, raising the button here. And he's probably going to be committed versus a small blind shove. And he is dominated. Good spot for the short stack once again. Just trying to fade that 10 or the backdoor clubs. Drawing dead. Okay, the short stack showing some life, some resilience, not going away easily.
These are huge double ups for just because of how much is on the line. 140K difference for Page. Hornets thinking, why can't you just get rid of this guy?
This has been a wild final table. If you guys enjoyed this coverage, please sub to the YouTube channel and might as well come back soon. Actually, Randy, in 2 hours, Daniel Negranu versus Doug Polk. The match is back on. They're playing 2 hours from now. Coverage on this channel. Every single... Oh, look at this turn. Have you been following the Daniel versus Doug?
I have actually. The last challenge, literally the last match they played, I did do some commentary with Jeff Platt here on the channel, so I was watching that. It was very fun. So you know, I'm gonna tune into that, and all you gotta do is subscribe to this channel. You get tuned into that in 2 hours.
Yep, 2 hours from now. Ooh, the King 3 shoves from the chip leader, and the Jack 9 of clubs has a close decision here. What are you doing here, Randy, with the Jack 9?
I mean, plus chip EV call for sure. It's so tough to make this call when like so much is on the line, Kmart. Oh man, it depends on how wide I think Eureka is shoving. The truth is, Eureka is shoving worse than Jack 9 suited.
For sure.
Yeah.
Very close spot here.
I think in the moment I probably would fold, but if you really think about it, maybe you're supposed to call. I'm not sure, Kmart. It's a tough one.
Right on the line. Saveri agrees with us, hence the tank. He's thinking about it here. Like he's the shortest. Oh, he does call. We're off to the races here. Jack 9 suited, very live. Oh, bad flop for the Jack 9. Oh, or Queen 7, Jack. A lot of outs. It is the Queen. The nuts for Jack 9. The short stack survives once again. Hornet's got to be very upset about that. Hornet was looking for the big ladder. And now the 2 short stacks are pretty even.
And they're not that short now. They got 25 big blinds each. And Hornet's thinking, I can't believe this guy just called off Jack 9 suited worst tournament life and doubled up again. But I think that call was fine. You know, if you're playing the player, you're playing the situation, 2 deuces, and now he's in good chip stack.
Yeah, look at him go. He's no longer the short stack. Hornet is now the short stack. Blinds are going up in 2 hands. So I was thinking Eureka might run away with this. But after that lost all in, still the comfortable chip lead, but not as dominating.
Well, I would like to see a limp jam from Hornet. With this hand, D stack sizes. There we go.
Yeah, he knows Eureka's aggressive. Great spot to limp trap the ace jack. And look at this. Eureka has lost a little bit of momentum here. Blinds go up. 2.4 million is the big blind. Lots of money on the line here in the prestige. Wow, Randy, the Battle of Malta series is coming to a close.
This
Been
is
a
a
fun
good ending.
series.
This has been like the best stream we've had so far. The other one's been pretty good, but this one is just lit on fire.
Yeah, the other ones were entertaining, but this has been a solid 10 out of 10 with some of the players really going for it. Always makes it fun. Blind on blind spot here. Ace Queen trying to just show this down, I assume.
Yeah, try to lay the trap at first, but then when the flop comes bad, you're like, okay, now I'm just trying to check it down. Hornet is going to fire, actually, just 8 high, reading the weakness. And to be fair, it does look very weak to be checked to twice on this board.
Does
call there,
find a
Ace
call
Queen.
from the Ace Queen, and this is not a great bluffing card. Does shut it down. Well played by the Croatian player. Man, Eureka is the favorite, but Severity's played a really good final table as well.
And throughout this whole final table, Severi hasn't been scared at all, right? He's been defending the big blind. He's been reshoving ace-5, ace-6 offsuits. Like he's really going for that top spot, and he just keeps picking up chips, the momentum. And Hornet's he might change up his strategy, but he might realize that he needs to start making some moves, or he's going to be out of chips soon too. 8-6 here against the 10-8 suited. I think the Severi is definitely going to play this pot somehow.
Does Severi take a flop here in position? They do, and they flop a nice flush draw here. Small continuation bet from the chip leader.
There's the call. And
Ooh.
A straight draw. I think another bet is warranted. I think Severi will continue with king highs and queen highs. That probably will have to shut down to another bet on the turn. I'd like to see Eureka throw another bet in.
Hey, does Eureka go for 14 million here? Threaten that river shove. There it is, 11.2. Very interesting hand here. And Severi, it's kind of gross on the paired board.
I see one more card. I think I see one more card.
The call turn, yes. Oh, wow. Does Eureka have the heart to steal this pot with the 8 high? If it goes check on the river, I'm going to lose my mind.
Yeah, I know that. Can Eureka really just bet again? Severi does really look like he's got an ace in his hand. But it is a little bit scary, but it's a deuce. You know, people aren't afraid of the deuce that much. Eureka's got blockers to a flush, blockers. Oh my God, that's amazing bet right there.
Nice bet. Oh, what a fun hand that was. The triple barrel from Eureka. Nice small size on the river, effective. And this could be some action here. All 3 hands reasonable.
I like the shove because if he had just raised, I think Hornet would have reshoved and things could be very different.
Things have gone back Eureka's way. I mean, a great play there. The triple barrel with the 8 high. That was a spicy one.
I can't believe we're back in the same position. Somehow, it didn't look like Severi was like back up top. Now they're like the 20 big blinds just holding out. There's the limp on the button. Eureka, can he read this as weakness and just ship in this ace-4 offsuit?
Yeah, here comes the jam with the ace-4. Nice jamming hand. Really putting the pressure on. Is this his moment? The Battle of Malta champion.
Oh, that's a big. Those are 2 big hands in this spot. I think this could get it in.
Yeah, I think you got a call with the king-queen. It does suck risking your life, but it's too good. Big all in here, 80 million.
Oh my gosh, this is 20 big blinds a pop.
Massive river card coming. Is it paint? It is not. GG and a massive pot for the Brazilian. Good game.
And I can't believe that Hornet did eventually outlast Severi somehow still. We're heads up. KMart, give it a roll.
We're heads up, man. Congratulations to our third place finisher, Severi, with a massive score. And look at this. These two have got to be happy. Heads up for all the money, playing for the title. Eureka coming in with a massive chip lead. Heads up, things can swing. But can Eureka close out this beautifully performed final table?
And they are playing for what, $200,000? Oh my God, that's a lot of money. And I'm pretty sure there's no deal making allowed in this process. So they're gonna have to play for it all. Limping from Hornet, this is a huge chip lead. Hornet came into the final table as a chip leader. Eureka, I don't quite remember. Maybe one of those top middling stacks, if I recall.
Yeah, Eureka had 20 big blind-ish.
Yeah.
So obviously an insane result for them.
What is this, Kmart? 9-4 off, so you're just pumping it up from the big blind. This is aggressive, and it works.
This could be it. Hornet is short. King 6, I predict an open shove with this hand. $600,000. I can feel it. I can feel it. Vamo Brazil, Eureka. Got some premiums. You cannot deny they picked up some big hands, but they have played really well. Some nice bluffs, some nice pickoffs. Little pair over pair situation here. Eureka going to be check calling this flop most of the time, I believe. That card might slow the action down. What a score. What a score for both these players. Check on the river for 10 million in the middle.
Yeah, it's just easy 10 million. These are just big pots, huh? Especially for Hornet. But it's gonna be a bluff.
Queen
Hornet picked off a bluff before. Oh no, didn't do it this time.
Turns the 3 into the bluff and gets the better hand to fold. Some excellent play from Eureka. We're gonna see an all in here with ace-4, and they can taste it. They can taste it, Randy.
Yeah, I eventually, there's going to be an all-in a call soon. Especially Eureka's been shoving a lot. Like, this is not see some flop spots. They are going to see a flop, but this is also a flop for Eureka, right? This is a double gutter. You thinking the 9 high is going to take this off the jack 8?
The double gutter, one of my favorite situations in poker. I think Eureka is going to be bluffing this turn.
Oh, for sure. There's no reason not to. Lots of outs.
Wow, Eureka's winning every hand right now.
And playing great.
Going to be a shove here. Hornets less than 10 blinds. I mean, Eureka's definitely picking up the better hands. Oh, wow, he limps the jack 9.
Yeah, quite interesting. He's like, let me just play you post flop just to win it. I win more big blinds that way. Now he's got medium pair here. Just getting stronger. Turns a flush draw. We've seen Hornet make some random stabs here and there in these limp pots, but if he does that, it wouldn't work. It just feels like, when is it gonna be over now, right, Kmart? Because I don't see it. This is 10-1 chip lead.
Hornet could rally. They're just not getting anything. They're just getting very bad starting hands here. They got 21 million, but it does feel like it's coming to a close soon, doesn't it? Yeah, I mean, Eureka just keeps finding king highs, queen highs, ace highs.
I mean, for Hornet, I guess at some point you just close your eyes and shove and just pray for the best, because if you keep getting blinded out now, this is very bad. 9-7 suited, I'm shipping this in.
That's going in the middle for sure. Oh, wow.
Limp. I don't know about this.
Limps the 9-7.
Yeah, I'm not too sure about that one.
Surprised to see that.
I think Hornet's just thinking, look, I'm so out chipped at this point. Let me just try to make some miracle happen. You know, maybe I flop a straight flush. This guy flops a pair. Who knows?
Hornet is going to find victory here. He's short. Eureka. On the verge of glory, a career-defining moment, the Battle of Malta main event.
All right, these guys are going to post flop. We've seen some post flop.
I'm surprised to see so many limps off of 7 big blinds effective. Look at this pair versus flush draw.
Yeah, but this pair it's not a good pair given the situation. You're just thinking, man, okay, 2 pair, it's good. Checking again.
Improves here.
I gotta dodge that club. You gotta dodge that club, Hornet.
This could be the hand to get Hornet going. Oh, just calls.
This pot could have been big.
A little bit of money there for Hornet. Just with 10 big blinds. Oh, it's all in. Oh, this is it. Hornet needs an ace or something to survive. It's all going in the middle. Eureka with the pocket jacks. Is this the main event championship moment? Oh, it's over.
Look at that flop.
It's over. Congratulations to Eureka. 630,000 plus the title, the prestige. He is our main event champion. What a score, man. Randy, what a score.
It's Super Sick, $640,000. There's our little graphic for you guys to see. That's amazing. Eureka played really good throughout this final table. It's just one of the best final tables I've ever seen.
Congratulations to Eureka. What a final table. That was action. The most entertaining one we've had of the series. What a way to close. We're also going to get a special little appearance here. We're actually going to get Egyptian on the Skype call to ask some questions, get his thoughts on the final table. But my goodness, Randy, Eureka came in with a medium stack, made it happen. There were some highlights at this final table, some crazy action and some big money. The Brazilian, Vamos Brazil, he takes it down and is the main event champion.
Yeah, let's get him on that call soon, huh? But there's the payouts, Kmart.
There it
Joseph
is.
Chong on the bottom. That hurts.
Yeah, Hornet gets second place for 436,000. Severi played really well as well, 298,000. This personal star of the final table, in my opinion, fourth place. You know who I am. He was wild, very entertaining. And here we are at the bottom. Unfortunately, a rough finish for Egyptian. 65K, still an amazing score. He came in with third place chips. He's got to be upset about that. Joseph Chong was the short stack, ran it up, played a massive pot, got coolered, and unfortunately gets 8th. But congratulations to all these finishers. We're just going to take a minute here. We're going to get Egyptian on the call and ask him about his final table experience. Randy, there it is. Thoughts?
I thought it was amazing. I mean, I love You Know Who I Am. I tell you, if he didn't get cooler with those 2 queens against the 2 kings, like he could have maybe run away with this tournament. He did make that reshove, the ace-5 suited against Eureka. That got Eureka started, you remember? It's just amazing. I love this final table. I thought Eureka played great, though. Like, he was still raising, getting involved. It was just amazing. And look who we got around the corner. Tell him, Kmart.
We got Egyptian in just 2 seconds. Eureka did play well. I mean, I think he got queens like 5 times and kings like 3 times. He kept having big pair after big pair, so that definitely helps. And here is our 7th place finisher, the man, the myth, the legend. We got Egyptian on the call if we can dial him in there. What a final table here.
Yeah, it was amazing. Can we hear you? I can hear you just fine.
What's up, gentlemen?
Egyptian! You beautiful, beautiful man, Patrick. You sexy person. How you doing, buddy?
Wow, he's huge.
You come in, you have a little bit higher expectations. Yeah, you look at your EV. It's like, I'm guaranteed. My EV in my stack's like 220K. So I'm gonna at least get top 3. It was an interesting final table. Things obviously didn't end up panning out exactly how I wanted. We didn't really get too many spots. I took a few of them. It didn't work out. There was maybe one hand where I could have jammed, but I decided to pass. It was like the ace-6 up against Fabrizio's EP open. He ended up having like 10-9 of hearts or something like that. I think other than that, I'm pretty happy with how I played it. I kind of just didn't get hands, you know. Somebody's got to get
I guess
7.
one of the questions, Patrick, is early in the tournament, you had king queen offsuit. You 3-bet bluff it against an early position raise. Do you still like the play? I know there's chat pros out there just keeps asking about that hand. What do you think about that one?
So what's fun about that, and like you saw Fabrizio 3-betting like 10-5 off and stuff like that. What's beautiful about those situations is in reality, they're going to probably open a lot of hands that will never call. Like if he opens like queen jack suited there, or like even like ace queen suited, like he's not jamming that. He's going to be like he's going to probably just fold like ace jack suited because it's such a disgusting spot. Because like when I'm 3-betting there, you know, we're in theory repping a strong range, but like nobody really has. You're not going to see a lot of people end up having the heart to just like 4-bet jam like ace queen, or like even if he's got like 9s or 10s, he just isn't going to be able to profitably defend. And it's a situation where like I just expect a lot of raise folds. We have pretty relevant blockers with the king and the queen. You know, there's not, for me, it's like he's probably going to jam sometimes jacks, queens plus, and he sometimes peels things like ace queen. It's a spot where I'm pretty happy taking. You know, looking back, if I do end up folding, Fabrizio jams ace queen, who knows what happens after that? But yeah, no, I'm pretty happy with that one. That was a pretty good take in my opinion.
The butterfly effect, indeed, dude. Congratulations on your finish. Probably not what you wanted because you came in third with chips. Another big final table for you, the Venom. This final table. Does the sun run continues, right? There's no slowing down anytime soon.
No, yeah. I mean, we're waking up bright and early. Probably wake up at like 7 a.m. Make breakfast. Start. We got the Zodiac main event or Zodiac day 2 tomorrow, so that's going to kick off the morning. And you know, I think if the final table was on Sunday night, and you know, I would have just had the most intense day, I probably would have taken a few days off. But given I've taken like 4 or 5 days off from playing specifically, I was studying but not playing. I think I have no problem playing tomorrow, playing Monday, and just going on with the. You know, it's not first place. It's just a really good score. So nothing too much changes. We just got to go back to the grind. You know.
GG, buddy. I just wanted to notice, did you see, you know who I am? Did you see some of the hands, the 10-4 off 3-bet, the queen 7 3-bet? He was really going for it, man. Did you check out any of the crazy action from the final table?
I did. I ended up, you know, watching and doing my own little commentary afterwards on stream. And that's the thing is like my king queen is a little bit more obvious of a 3-bet bluff, but in those situations, like they're gonna over raise. They're gonna go with like traditional steal spots, and they're not going to end up adjusting, and because they're not going to be able to call out of spots. So it's a spot where like you're able to 3-bet and just go crazy because they're going to overfold, and then you just print 3-betting. And it's something where like people like Fabrizio and like there's some other regs in particular that like Hello Toddy, for example, the Russian reg, they're aware of this, and they're aware like people just aren't going to ever defend. And that was something like going into the final table, I'd realized like you can get away with murder in these situations, and he did. He got away with it.
Dude, I like the 3-bet, the small size. It's just too bad he had queens. And bro, it hurt a little piece of my heart to see you get 7th, man. I thought the win was coming, dude. GG, buddy.
It was it was the, you know, at a certain point I thought I was gonna get 8th. You know, Joseph doubles up, and then we get the queens versus jack. So like at least I got something like that happening before I bust. So at least it's not like, you know, oh god damn, I just folded out. You know, we at least got a miracle. We got the queens versus jacks for the end.
Dude, and if anyone here on YouTube hasn't watched my main stream, Egyptian, he's crushing it on Twitch. Make sure you follow him on Twitch. He's just smashing. I remember when you started playing $20 tournaments years ago, and now you're just beasting, dude. So it's been a fun journey to watch. I think that's it. Any final thoughts, gentlemen? What an adventure we had today.
That was amazing. Thanks for Egyptian. Don't forget, if you want, they bought action, some people, right, into this tournament using the staking feature of GG that's built into the client. I'm sure you're probably going to sell some pieces here and there in the future events, like you said. That's been wonderful. Don't leave our call though, Egyptian. Don't ruin our setup here. We'll close out with you. Just a reminder.
No, yeah, it's very important. You know, I had sold 20% in the client. I made my investors $11,000. That's quite the spin up for them.
Yeah, dude. Nice run for sure. I think that's it, you guys. The Battle of Malta series is officially over. The main event is finished. Thank you, GGPoker, for an amazing event. The guarantees were smashed. It was really, really fun. Gotta say thank you to the Korean production team. You guys put on an awesome show here. Randy, it's been a pleasure doing these final tables with you. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you, myself, for kicking ass as always. And you guys are awesome. Thank you so much. I think that's it. Please sub to the YouTube channel. We got Daniel Negreanu versus Doug Polk coverage coming up in 2 hours. Can Daniel fight back? Doug's been smashing him the last couple of sessions. That's on this channel in under 2 hours. So make sure you tune into that. And for all of us here on the production crew, that's it. Good night for now. Bye-bye. Gotta fade a lot of outs. Jacks, threes, and diamonds for a big pot here.
Oh my.
The jack of hearts is the death to some dumb guy. It's got to fade the 9s and the 10s now. Or are we down to 4? Another bad beat?
Oh no, it is.
Ouch. Yeah, as soon as you peel the 4th, bad flop for the jack 9. Or the 7, jack. A lot of outs. It is the queen. The nuts for jack 9. The short stack survives once again. Hornet's got to be very upset about that. Hornets, this is the main event championship moment. Oh, it's over. Look at that flop. It's over. Congratulations to Eureka. 630,000 plus.